Ready?
Perfect. Let's see, is that set up? It never fucking loads to tabletop. Come on, pick it up. It's right there. There it is. Jesus fucking Christ.
What
Thank
happened?
you, computer.
Why?
Welcome to Skyfall 5e, everybody. It's been a while since I've had you guys here. How's the week?
Better.
Better?
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah. What's better?
I'm getting my work done. Being a non-shitlord.
You mean
Well,
future Uchi is starting to become present Uchi?
I think what he means
slowly
to say is that he's like becoming a,
Adult?
efficient shitlord.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he
Anyway.
meant to leave shitlord out of that.
Ah,
My,
sweet.
My selves are assimilating. It's becoming a nice time.
I don't know which one of me I am. Less of a
All
fractured
of me
human being.
and none of me, all at the same time.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up where we left off here. In your last session, your group of four had wandered off to go and deal with some bandits up towards the sort of northeastern shrine along the coast. And while you guys traveled, you ran into some strange creatures, eventually spoke with an avatar of the god Dysonon, and fought some bandits. But at the end, while having some downtime, you decided to go and investigate this puzzle box that you purchased from a strange merchant in the town of Hillcrest, and before long you were transported to another world. On a frozen lake surrounded by these large mountainous peaks, you found yourselves completely torn away from what you normally know to be the world, and soon this mystery of where you were unraveled as Zakarum decided to investigate under the lake, and the last thing you saw of him was a panic of him trying to get out from underneath the lake, and then a pause, and then a tentacle grabbing him as he swam towards the depths and pulling him into the darkness, and he is no more. You can't see him. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, shit.
What? Why? Why did he go? Wrong way. Wrong way.
That tentacle certainly didn't look like the pleasing kind.
The ice seals up in remarkable time. Just like before, its surface is once again just made anew, and there's no way to get to the water again. Zakarum's hammer is the only thing that remains of him.
Where did he fade away in relation to us?
So he would have been about here jumping in, and he swam maybe this far before a tentacle came out and grabbed him and just pulled him in.
Nothing. Can't see anything over here.
Make a perception check, please. Reroll that janky die, please. A 4.
It's 8.
The lake is covered in snow and frost, and as you run over towards this bit, you can kind of see a little bit under the ice, but not really. It's just like a dark void, just, deep water underneath. You don't see Zakarum at all. There's nothing there.
Why? He could have gone out. Why?
It's fucking cold!
Yeah, we better find out what to do now before it's too late.
Well, I don't think any of us can swim right.
I don't think any of us can break this ice again.
As you guys are shouting to each other from across the ice in this strange plane of existence, something happens. A loud, bassy sound comes out from the center of the lake and seems to reverberate out, knocking snow off of the statues and causing a small avalanche off of one of the nearby peaks, which comes tumbling down and kind of eventually rests at the base of the mountain off in the distance.
So as I mentioned before, we should probably find a way to get out of here or find what we were looking for quickly.
Well,
Uh,
I think what we're looking for is currently dead underneath the lake.
can I book check the tentacle thing we saw?
You just saw a black tentacle. It could be anything.
Okay. What about the bassy sound? What did the bassy sound sound like? Just a bassy sound?
Make a perception check, Draken.
Could I also perception check that?
Sure.
This doesn't have anything to do with my eyes, right?
No, this is just sound.
Just making
You
sure.
fucking cripple.
I got it now.
Fucking. 13.
Sure, I'll roll one too.
Good roll.
Jank. It's a shit roll. It's garbage roll. Reroll, please.
13.
Me?
Yeah, it's janked. If you zoom in on the die, you'll see what we mean when the next time happens.
It's a 20.
Ah. The bassy sound is like that of some sort of chasm tearing open or an earthquake, and it's only Jesse who gets some inkling of something else. Jesse, you hear something amidst the warbling sound as it erupts out. It's more like a gurgling, almost. Like a creature.
Jesse,
Yes.
what? You're saying him very loudly there.
I heard almost. I heard the bassy sounds as well, but I heard something almost that sounds like a living thing. It's very loud that caused that avalanche over there.
It has
Well-
to be pretty fucking loud to cause an avalanche.
Well, it might not have been the sound, but the vibrations.
BP, while you're standing there, you hear something from underneath your foot. It's not the big bassy sound, but just like a tink from underneath the ice.
Can I like move the snow out to see if I can see through the ice?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
As you move the snow, you look down and see what looks like the empty jar that Zakarum has been carrying around for all this time.
Oh shit.
I think his eel friend escaped.
Well, I suppose we don't know very much about it, so we're gonna find out the hard way, I suppose.
Uh,
Are you asking me to break the ice to get a jar? Seems like a wasted effort, if you ask me.
Do we even stay near the surface if he comes back? But I don't think his chances are high.
I think we would be wise to get off of the frozen lake.
I'll pick up his maul.
Okay, you pick up his hammer.
Well, I don't. I mean,
Well, what do we want to do with this hammer? And what do we want to do now?
I don't think that it's the safest place to stay.
Alright, well, the real question we must ask ourselves. Are we going to wait and see if he resurfaces, or are we just going to assume he's dead?
I don't think any of us muster the strength to break through that ice. And even if we did, finding him would be a real task.
No, I'm not saying we go down and look for him. I'm saying maybe he comes back up. Do we wait and see, or do we just fucking, like, peace?
I'm willing to stay, but you humans have hard time living or staying here.
That would be the saddest thing ever. Just this robot sitting alone on the shore, forever getting covered with snow, just like, Zakarum, when are you coming back? The fucking actual saddest thing.
Maybe if we were actual friends.
My wife is under the ice.
Do we, like, even possess the ability to break the ice?
We broke it once before.
You guys didn't have as easy a time as Zakarum did, but you did manage to break it before. You know, it took multiple hammerings and gunshots from BP, but you broke through last time.
I suppose we should try. We can't just give up on our friends that easily.
Oh, what do you mean? Well, we can't
Agreed.
just break the ice, and we can break the ice if he resurfaces, but there's not much point in breaking it right now.
All right, let's wait around and maybe see some signs if he comes up.
Table talk. It's time to sit here and wait for Bally's character to return for the entire session.
Okay, so you guys sit by the shore here and wait and wait. How long would you guys wait until somebody
it's
says
too
something?
cold.
Till
And
it's
then I'm going
too
to go through
cold.
the puzzle ball.
Sure.
After like, I guess 30 minutes, can I walk back out and see if I can see the glass jar again?
Yeah, it's just resting there against the ice.
Time lapse 30 minutes and get on with it.
Would you mind if I grab this?
Can I point to the glass jar?
What do you want with an empty jar there?
I mean, if you can break the ice.
I don't know. I guess the mall works as a memento.
Yeah, I don't think exerting all that effort for an empty glass jar is going to do us any good. Maybe let's find that other puzzle box that we found when we got to this side.
It's
We
in.
picked that up immediately.
What?
It's
we
in my
picked it up.
chest.
Yeah, we picked that up the moment we came in here.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, that's what my character would say.
You guess
Kind.
kind of like a lost cause.
May he rest in peace.
Seems weird. Didn't know the guy. Maybe he rests in the abyss.
You will be missed, Zakharoom. It was a short time, but it was a pleasant one. Alright, let's get out of this fucking cold!
Agreed.
Who wants to solve the puzzle box?
Snatch it from him immediately. Get me!
Okay. Draken finishes the box and soon disappears, letting the thing just fall to the ground as his body dematerializes.
Would you like to go next, Jesse?
Yes, my warm flesh would like to leave this place.
Stop the body.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Asterisks, so puzzle box.
When you finish it, BP, you watch as Jesse disappears and the box falls to the ground.
Hold the box in my hand. Look at the lake once more. Make sure there's no signs of Zakharoom.
There's nothing. It's completely cold. Just a wind blows here and there. Silent.
May you return to the pit peacefully, Zakharoom.
And I'll solve the puzzle box.
Okay. Turn to the puzzle box and finish the thing. And all of you watch as BP appears next to you with the puzzle box in hand. It falls to the ground nearby.
Well, I can't say that was worth the money.
Probably not.
Do we mean it's dangerous? The next course of our action. Do we get rid of it?
Well, I don't think it's dangerous to be there in the short term. So maybe we keep it as emergencies in case some real bad shit starts to happen.
Understandable. It does hold men. It does hold many mysteries for future knowledge.
Getting rid of it would seem foolish. Let us keep it.
Maybe we can feed the next party member to the monster.
his god's name? Dyson.
I believe
Great
it was
God of the
Nodai.
Storm. No, it was Dyson. The other one was the follower, his avatar.
Oh. He's the guy who kind of looked down at me.
Well, you didn't believe in a god. People who worship gods tend to believe, do that.
Something.
Something dark side.
Something complete.
Find your belief. When you find it, just don't force it.
I will see where the wind takes me on my religion.
Well, we're in abandoned camp.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shall we take a night's rest? Haven't done that in a while.
Suppose we should do that.
Much warmer than the box.
Alright, sleep time.
Okay. You guys are in this abandoned camp. It's a little cave structure that's fairly shallow into the mountain. And decide to go and find a nice place to sort of lay down and get some rest. Now, as you guys go to sleep, I'd like one of you who's feeling lucky to make a luck roll, please.
Is Baller allowed to roll it?
Sure.
Hell yeah, Baller.
Statistically speaking.
Statistically speaking.
Oh.
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 Well, good luck, boys.
Almost as lucky as your death.
Not nearly.
No, man, if you roll, get 2 more of those, you should go to Vegas.
My dice cam's out of commission for the moment, so I'm going to be doing stuff on the table instead.
Oh shit.
6.
Let's see, 6 bandits, 2 dogs.
8 bandits. Wow.
Potential
ogre.
spoil in the dice roll.
I need a perception check from you, please, BP.
We woke up, right? Or is this...
Not yet.
Okay.
It's 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you spend your time doing when you're doing your night's watch there, BP? When they activate you to kind of watch around camp and whatnot?
I would have liked to walk around the cave.
Okay.
At one point, stand at the entrance to the cave. Tilt my robotic head up as it could. Is it
Two
an
inches.
open night?
It's a starry night outside. The rain has stopped.
Look at some of the stars. Think of Zachram. Image Zachram. And out loud say,
Fuck you, Dyson on.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Now, when you return back into camp, you guys are kind of clustered in the, not the barracks, but the bandits' room, like the leader's room, which seems to be the nicest of them all. And you guys kind of have your bedrolls laid out there and whatnot. And as you return, you notice there's something wrong with one of them. Draken's is empty.
Draken's room is empty?
Draken's bedroll is empty. You see Jesse there laying on the ground sleeping, and then just next to him, there's his bedroll. There's Draken's bedroll, but he's not in it.
Is the old man shitting?
I'll walk to the other rooms.
Sure. You go and examine one of the other rooms and make an investigation check.
While this is happening, does the old man piss in the night?
Maybe some evenings.
Insight is it? Wait, what is it?
Investigation.
Investigation. Oh, that's a 5.
Okay. You go looking around and you find everything is as you left it. But he's not there. He's not in the other rooms.
At one point, I'll start shouting after I check all the rooms.
Old man. Old man.
Jesse, you wake up to this sound. A BP calling for the old man.
I approach him and say, "What's the matter?"
Sorry for waking you, but old man is sick.
He's gone? Where could he have possibly gone?
I was at the entrance of the cave for a while, so he did not pass me there.
Well, he has to be in this cave, so let's go looking.
I checked all the rooms, but I was not able to find him.
He didn't wake up and solve the puzzle box, did he?
Puzzle box been in my chassis the whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that thing's been in my chest.
Question mark.
Do a once over with me. Maybe I missed him.
Check under all the rocks.
What the?
I'll walk with Jesse to all the rooms again.
Sure.
Sure. Is there like some form of check we can like do?
You can make an investigation check, Jesse.
Sure, I'll try my hand at that.
So you've got kind of like a little bedroll here, bedroll there, bedroll there.
Oh, there.
Nice.
It is a 6.
You go wandering around, and as you go to look and see what's going on, you don't see anything out of the ordinary either. Everything is pretty much where it was left. The kennel is the same, the little barracks over there is the same. You know, there's little bits of blood on the ground from the fight from before.
No sign of old man.
Well,
where did
Polly,
he-
you were gonna have your character connected to mine, but I think my character might be Dad.
At the entrance, can I check for footsteps? Like if-
Sure. Yeah, make a survival check.
Ooh. 23.
23. Looking around, you don't see any footsteps. There's the ones from last night, as you guys had spent a lot of time in this main room, but in the hall, there doesn't look to be anything fresh, and you don't see any evidence of the old man shuffling about. However, you do notice something. You see what looks like a drag mark that kind of goes along the wall here.
I'll follow the drag mark.
Sure. The drag mark leads both into the cave and out of the cave. Are you going in or out?
Ow.
Out? Okay. So the drag mark continues along the wall, and then gradually turns into this room. And it sort of snakes around and comes over here.
Oh. I'll check behind that bed.
Sure. Behind the bed, you find what looks like an opening in the wall, and there's a crawl space that extends into this wall.
Oh.
I think we found where he may have went, although maybe by force. I don't-
Well, we should try and go after him, yeah?
Sure. Would you like to lead, Mr. Sneaky Man?
Sure.
How sneaky do you like?
Give me a signal. You find any danger, and or just walk back. I'll say some feet behind.
Okay.
Now, as you get over there, Jesse, and kind of get on your hands and knees to crawl into this little space here, you notice something immediately. Once you're at eye level with the thing, it's a rocky tunnel that's completely covered in spider webs.
Huh. Like enough to make it impassable?
No, you could, but, you know, as you reach forward, are you going to touch any of it?
No. That would be disgusting.
Okay. Jesse leans down and looks down the hall, and while you're standing there watching him, DP, he seems to just stop in his tracks.
What is the matter?
Well, there's a bunch of groups of little spider webs here, but that kind of indicates that no one could have possibly been past this point. Especially with a sleeping body.
Do you have to stand, or do you have to crawl to get through it?
Yes.
Where else did the drag marks lead?
1 second, Jesse.
Sure.
As you look around, you see that they lead all the way back and then curve over to the old man's bedroll.
That's all the dragging is?
Yeah, the drag mark goes all the way over here along the wall, and then goes into this tunnel. And the
Yes.
drag marks seem to stop at the tunnel, which is completely covered with spider webs.
Well, this is like the only way they could go. Maybe we just scout it out.
Is there a way to scout it out, or is it like too dark?
Well, it's perfectly dark in there. You'd probably want a torch or a lantern or something.
Let's see if my character carries those things. Do not have a torch. I can just explore blindly. Alright, I'll explore blindly. I'll go.
Can I fit in this thing?
I'd say you could roll in it, yeah.
Oh god, but don't get fucking scratched the fuck up.
You Donkey Kong barrel through it.
So Jesse starts to go forward, and as your hand touches down on the spider webs here, you feel that it's got like a mild stickiness to it. Not enough that you can't pull your hand away from it. Like you can crawl through here, but it is kind of uncomfortable.
I'll venture on.
Okay. Hands and knees sticking gradually to different parts as you crawl through this thing. You go further in towards this complete darkness. BP, what are you doing?
I'll follow behind shortly.
Okay.
Am I like pretty far away from BP, or am I like he's still pretty close?
Yeah, he's like 10 feet away.
I kind of like look back and like say something elevatedly loudly. You got anything that can make me see in this darkness?
Wave cannon.
1 second.
Don't just shoot a fucking bullet past my ass, dude. Make an accuracy check. Nat 1 went straight into my ass.
He never walked again.
Nope. Got nothing.
I failed to see the purpose of this little destination. Then, are there any like torches in the cave, like in the thieves' cavey thing? Payment cavey thing?
You guys looted it last time. So if you did not get any, then no.
Nope.
Shit.
We gotta find our old man somehow.
At this
Oh,
point, I'd like to
so-
cut over. Draken, it's the middle of the night. You're waking up and you feel groggy. It's like you definitely didn't get a full sleep. And what's worse, there's kind of like a throbbing pain in your arm for some reason. And as you start to kind of blink and open your eyes, you realize you're in a room with pitch darkness. And as you kind of move around, you feel that you're not laying on the ground anymore. You're vertical now. You're upright.
Oh god.
You can't see anything.
I'm like complete. Am I constricted or what's happening?
As you go to move, you find that your arms press against some sort of like elastic substance that pushes your arms back against your body. You might be able to force your way through, but just trying to kind of move gently is impossible. Your legs also seem to be bound together.
Interesting. I would like to start by casting Mage Armor on myself.
Does that have any somatic components?
Yes, it does actually.
You fail to cast Mage Armor,
Disappointing. Do I use a spell slot for
No.
attempting or no?
because you can't. You can't move your hands or your arms. You could try, but I will ask for a strength check. Or sleight of hand to try and wriggle out.
Interesting. What the fuck is this? And I'm gonna yell that loudly.
Okay. I want a perception check from Jesse and BP.
Oh shit.
Ow!
That one. I'm too busy rolling.
Rolling out.
Here
The
comes
tunnel
the
sounds
dog.
like
Thump, 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 thump.
It's just like a fucking shoe in the dryer.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
It is a 6.
Okay. Jesse, you hear
Yeah,
some
Jesse,
sort of
all you
vague
can hear
noise
is
from
beep,
down the
beep.
tunnel, but you have no idea what it is. It's just kind of like a screech of some kind almost, but it's very distant.
Can I tell it's human?
No,
Shit.
there's something down there. Now, as for
I-
you, I want a perception check from you as well, please, Draken.
Fucking spooky ass. Darkness.
Clang, 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 clang.
That's an 11.
As you call out for help, your cries are answered by something. It appears that there is a skittering insectoid noise close to you, maybe 20 feet away.
Up, down, or left, or right, or
Sort of
what
like
direction?
down and off to the right. And you hear what sounds like this go further to the right, and then it starts to rise almost.
Interesting. Can I attempt to grab the dagger on my waist and cut my way out of whatever the fuck this is?
Sure. You can make a strength or sleight of hand check, your choice.
That's not a fucking roll. Hello. Fuck off. That will be the 6.
Okay. You reach around and paw for the thing, and you find that you can't quite move your hand all the way over towards the dagger. Not only are you constricted, but it feels like the palm of your hand is caught in something sticky that sort of keeps it in place.
Now, this has a semantic component, so I don't know if I can do it, but can I fucking just cast a firebolt? I don't know what
I'd
kind
like
of
you to make an
semantic-
Arcana check to try and do it.
Set myself on fire, please. Arcana, that would be a 16.
Okay. You strain around your fingers and kind of twitch your arm and manage to actually pull off the spell, firing a firebolt directly down. I'd like you to roll the damage for the firebolt as you hit yourself.
As I knock myself unconscious. 6.
Okay. How much
6
HP do you
damage.
have?
I have 10.
Okay, so you take 6 damage as there's a blast of flame, and your arm and a bit of your side is suddenly released from whatever it was that was holding you there. In the darkness, you can't tell, but your arm is free.
Would it
Major.
not be very dark
Yep.
after a fireball?
For a brief moment, you get a flash of the room, and you see what looks like a large silk strand that comes down from a cave ceiling in front of you that meets with a cocoon filled with a human skeleton that's right in front of you, like 5 feet away, and then that image disappears.
Spooky. I scream.
The skittering continues. You guys hear some sort of strange noise from down the cave again.
I would, in my panic, like to cast Mage Armor.
Okay, you are able to cast Mage Armor. Now, meanwhile, back over here, what are you guys doing? You
Can-
hear
Down
strange
cave.
stuff from down the way.
Was still not able to tell it's human.
Yes.
Clang, clang, clang.
I kind of put my hand up to stop BP from fucking clanking all over me. I'm like, hey, I just heard something.
He starts rolling and just stops, like, right beside you.
Yeah, I'm like fucking holding like a trash can in front of me.
What is it, Jesse?
I heard some sounds, but I'm not quite able to tell what they were. It was definitely not normal though.
Is it our old man?
Fucking help, you deaf pieces of shit!
Can't hear him, I guess. I suppose we have to go and find out.
Maybe some creature captured our old man.
That might be something worth thinking about. Let's go.
Okay. You guys continue forward, and something strange happens. In your thrashing about there, Draken, you hear the sound of the skittering getting closer and closer, and then you hear what sounds like a different noise. It sounds like a clunking, like kunk, 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 and then the skittering stops, and then it starts moving in a different direction away from you.
That's right! I don't know what that is, but I have a good feeling it's a trash can.
Thank you.
Jesse, are we near the exit?
As you call out, there's a brief moment where Jesse goes to move forward, and your hand doesn't meet the ground. Instead, it just slips off, and you nearly fall.
Am I like? Is it just like pitch black, like entirely? Like I
It's
can't
pitch
see?
black. Yeah, you're in a cave with no light. There's nothing for you to see.
Can I have an arm free.
Yes.
Can I well, fucking not magically.
Well, he
Can I
wouldn't know to do that though.
No, I'm in fucking pitch black darkness. I would think to do this. I want to attempt to get a torch out of my fucking backpack.
Sure. Make a sleight of hand or a strength check to get to your backpack.
Doesn't matter which, they're both awful. It's a 19.
Okay. You reach around, and by some fortuitous instance, the backpack seems to have been kind of slothed off of one of your shoulders and is tilted to the side, giving you easy access. You reach in, and your hand grabs onto one of the torches. You pull it out.
Alright.
Am I?
Grab that shit with my mouth, like holding it like in my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and I will cast Firebolt to light it.
Okay. The two of you are over here, and Jesse has stopped as you hear the sound of like small rocks falling, as he might be at some sort of cliffside. And then you guys watch as the entirety of this room suddenly comes alight. You see Draken there, hanging from the ceiling like some sort of strange ornament, and he has a torch in his mouth which burns, and all over the place are other bodies that are all hanging from the ceiling. And there's a giant spider in between all of you. I need initiative checks, please.
Okay.
I'm just a turret.
What'd you get?
Hey, Nat 1.
Holy shit!
So this thing is like huge.
Skyrim spider, Skyrim spider. They're pretty weak mobs and die real easy.
Yeah, you see that.
Except for this one. This guy.
Don't actually put the picture in there, dude. I don't want to see that.
It's very close to you. Okay, let's see. What did you guys roll? Okay, you got some medium to low rolls is what I'm seeing.
Hey,
And you know what
Medium to
what I've
not
noticed
one.
this week is I've had a lot of luck in killing people, so I'm expecting
That
to
was
roll some
last
good
week.
shit.
Oh, we killed somebody this week, I think.
I know, but you see, like, it started with last Thursday. This is a new Thursday, therefore the week's over.
Yeah, for you guys, this is next week. There we go. Okay. This gonna be good.
Jesse, why did you? Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, let me make this.
Yeah, it's not great.
The fuck? Did you not notice this thing grab me?
Oh, God.
He's going first. Oh
He's
boy.
just a spooky little spider.
Jesse, be careful. That thing is huge.
I can tell.
The spider turns over towards you, and as the light suddenly bursts into the room, it seems to turn around. You can see it's not on the ground of the cave, but instead it hangs from the ceiling and sort of immediately makes a 180 and turns to look at Draken, who has the light there. And it sort of lets out a weird sort of hissing and clicking sound with its mandibles, and I'm going to roll to see if it goes for Jesse or if it goes for Draken. 1 to 10, it's Draken.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
That's so good. I have 4 health.
The thing turns away and goes to attack you, and...
How many attacks is it going to be giving me?
just one.
Yeah, fuck off. It's getting a 2.
Oh. Okay, does a 14 hit?
With a 2?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm
Jesus
just kidding.
Christ, yeah,
I'm kidding.
it does.
It misses.
I also was like, what kind of Aleutian difficulty bullshit is this?
I was about to say, there's no way it can miss. I have 13 AC. If it rolls a 1, it still hits.
BP, it's your turn. What do you want to do? The thing runs over and it tries to bite at Draken, but he kind of like sways there in his spot from the ceiling and it misses him. You are currently a sideways trash can.
I'll get up.
Okay.
Wait, do I even fit? Can I even get up?
No, not inside the cave. You have to hop out into the actual... Or sorry, inside the tunnel. You have to get into the cave.
Can I get past Jesse?
No, he's in the way. But you could push him into the cave as well.
The meta.
We have to save our old man.
And I'll roll out?
My life for hire.
Jesse, as you're being pushed out of the cave, do you want to try and land with grace into the cave, or do you want to try and hold on?
I don't see why I wouldn't land with grace.
Okay. Make for me a acrobatics check, please.
Oh no. That one coming.
Do I just thunk to the ground?
It is a 9.
Okay. The fall is not too far away, but it's difficult to really get your footing when you're being pushed off of like a sticky surface. And as you are going for the ground, BP lands close to you, and he lands on your leg as the both of you kind of just smash onto the ground here. And you take...
Okay.
5 points of damage.
Fucking
Luckily,
heavy.
you don't hear anything snap. Never mind, your leg's fucking broken. Okay, BP, it's your turn. You are prone on the ground there and have used 10 movement.
I'll stand up.
Okay.
Can I circle around this thing without engaging it?
Yeah, because it's on the ceiling, so it's not actually an opportunity attack range.
Okay. Well, like, I'll strafe around to right here,
Okay.
and then, is it holding in by like, so it's like thorax, and is it hanging upside down? I guess.
Yeah, it's upside down with its legs holding onto different parts of a webbed ceiling. You can see this whole area is just covered in web. It's like its own little personal playpen. It can just move around on the walls and ceiling as it wants.
Can I aim for, like, the ass where it connects to the string?
Sure. Yeah, the back of the abdomen. Go for it.
Yeah.
I know my monster girls. I know what that is.
All spider girls are weak at the back of the ass.
23.
I've been on the Discord, I know! That definitely hits. Roll damage. That was the shittiest roll.
That was weird. Do you want me to re-roll that? It like
No,
slid.
That's fine.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. You fire a shot, and near to you, Jesse, a bit of, like, insectoid goop falls to the ground in a splash as the thing starts writhing around up there on the ceiling. I'm going to make a check for him.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
He is still up there, but it seems that you might have grabbed his attention, Ooch.
Bullet man, dude, it better.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt in this cave. Yeah. I'll also Hunter's Mark it after I shot, and then I'll end.
Okay, go for it. You Hunters mark this spider, and next up, excuse me, is Draken. It's your turn.
So it's no longer paying attention to me, right? Like, is it looking at the Uchi?
Yes.
I want to hold my action, wait for it to start to climb down towards the BP friend, and then shoot it with a fireball.
Sure, you hold your action. And
I want to make
next,
no noise.
Jesse, I need from you your turn. What do you want to do? There's a massive, like, 10 to 15 across spider above you hanging from the ceiling, looking at your robotic friend.
How thick is the web holding Draken?
Oh, please no.
the web holding Draken looks like it's probably 2 or 3 times thicker than like a rope you'd see on a sailing vessel.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a huge thick cord that goes up to the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
I can't hit it with a sword.
No. You could throw your sword.
I can't help but feel like that's a bad idea.
He's learning. He's learning.
Roll
Welcome
one.
to real
Roll
D&D, my
Draken
friend.
In the head.
The sword impales your captured friend straight through the skull. No death saves. You're just instant dead.
To have his death getting domed by a sword?
Me during
By a
character creation.
teammate.
Me during character creation. I don't need a bow.
I mentioned it to you.
Every encounter
I
afterwards.
mentioned it a couple of times.
That was one of the first things I learned playing RPGs, was they're like, no, just take a ranged weapon. Just, I know that you don't ever want to do it, but just take a ranged weapon, okay? Even if you have a -5 to it, take one.
I think it would benefit my party if this thing was looking at me. So, I am literally just gonna scream at it.
Oh, make an intimidation check.
Holy shit! You go, Jess!
Taunt it.
I am
Yeah, wait.
playing axe.
What are you gonna say?
Except you don't get any fucking armor.
Mother's a
What do you
bullet.
yell at the
Oh.
thing?
Lug.
Hey, you stupid spider fuck, look at me. It is a 19, by the way.
Okay.
Pretty intimidating.
At this time, in the middle of combat, we're gonna cut over to you, Jesus. Tell us your story. Give us-
Nah, fam. You can't just cut from spider combat and be like, hey, introduce yourself. Why don't you go ahead and finish that up?
No, I can do whatever the fuck I want. What is your character's background?
Not like this.
Who's in the middle of his gems?
I was!
Mexican fucking glass.
Well, gems can be
flexes
paused.
And a web breaks.
Tell us your character's. Give us like the little synopsis of your character's backstory.
My name is Jesus. Come from the village hidden in the mountains.
Oh, and don't worry,
Live
chat
fighting.
says that Spider Boss is the biggest pushover in Diablo. Just DPS, you'll be fine.
Okay, this isn't Diablo, and Twitch chat is generally retarded. So,
Hey, you fucking Bitcoin racers.
yeah, I'm a fighter, but only by name.
Grappling.
My real profession is luchador.
Beautiful.
Yeah. My background says this Twitch expletive been breaking bones since the 5th grade.
Okay. So, your life has been one of traveling around after you left your Goliath tribe to go and wrestle with the finest gladiators, beasts out in the wilds, that kind of thing. You're like a challenge seeker. And you had spent a large portion of your later life with an elderly, well, not an elderly man, with a
Middle-aged. It was like...
yeah, like a middle-aged wizard who was incredibly powerful and went on different quests fighting demons, and you soon found yourselves in his party with like another paladin and some other characters and whatnot, going around to enter different planes, fighting creatures. And eventually, after years of adventuring, one of those demons finally did you in with a horrible suplex. Your back was very badly damaged, and you had to be sent off back to the city, away from your party, for years and years of healing. Now, you eventually lost touch. However, something happened. While you were there being healed, you were given a potion of anti-aging, which seemed to reverse your age back like 20, 30 years. And so ever since then, now that you've been healed up, you've kind of been wandering around a little bit aimless, and you haven't seen your old party for many, many years. Now recently, you've been hired by one of the guard in Hillcrest to deal with a small bandit problem that's become worse and worse lately, and you had gone off to investigate what you thought would be a small group of bandits off in a nearby cave, and found that there were a little bit more than you were hoping for, and they had taken you prisoner when you found that you couldn't match their power, like facing off against 12 people with crossbows and their pack of dogs. They took you prisoner, and in the middle of the night, when you were held prisoner, you were taken away and were wrapped up in some sort of, well, given that it's pitch black, some sort of adhesive, some sort of restraint. And you've been hanging in like a limbo for probably like a few days now here. You're horribly malnourished, and you can hear what sounds like the skittering of some sort of creature that seems to wander around in your surroundings over those days. And you even hear it killing some of the captors that have taken you prisoner days ago during those days while you're hanging from there. Now I want from you a Constitution saving throw, please.
If you do not pass this Constitution saving throw, your character is dead.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time today.
Lose 2 D&D characters in the same session.
Chat.
A
Twitch
15.
Twitch chat says your special move is the Mexican Spicy Plex.
And so it shall be forever and ever.
What did you roll for con?
A 15.
Okay, so you've spent so much of your life out on the road, days without rations and things like that, in horrible conditions, deserts, frozen plains of other worlds, that kind of thing. That being hung from the ceiling there for a few days is actually something that you've survived fairly well. So you're full HP, ready to go, and you suddenly wake up after having fallen asleep in this cave once again to the sound of somebody yelling, "Hey you spider fuck, look at me." And you look around, and from the webbing that kind of covers portions of your face, you see what looks like 2 people who are down on the ground there. What looks like a giant spider hanging from the ceiling, and a single light that comes from another captor that's like 5 feet away from you. And as you look over, you realize it's a very elderly gentleman, and that's when it hits you. This was your old boss, Draken.
Wait, so I'm
Wasn't the
not
boss
completely covered?
You are from head to toe, but there's like only little strands going over your face, so you still have some vision. Also, did you get a picture for your character?
I did not.
Okay, I'm gonna get you one.
Okay, that's
Please
fair.
make it the bandit token.
Good luck. Are you trying to pawn off your shitty token on me, Tots? Is that what just happened?
No, I got one right here. Here we go.
Nacho Libre in
God.
3, 2. Is that fucking Rey Mysterio in this scene? Okay. Okay.
Until you get something, that's your placeholder. So
That's fine, dude.
That's good. Okay.
Luchador nobility at its finest.
So you wake up. It is currently your turn. What do you want to do? This is what you see.
I don't know, dude. I'm so unprepared for this.
Welcome to Thursday.
Okay, so I'm restrained from head to toe. Alright, I want to try and break out of this.
Make a strength check, please.
Athletics?
Sure.
That is a...
Okay.
13.
Unfortunately,
13.
you are unable to break out of your bindings entirely, but the 3 of you notice, Draken, BP, and Jesse, that over here, one of these cocoons hanging from the ceiling seems to squirm around. You notice it's one of the larger ones that doesn't have just a desiccated skeleton in it. And then suddenly, a beefy, muscular arm bursts out of the side of it.
Holy fuck.
You have used your action. Do you have anything else there, Jesus?
No, that's it for this turn.
Everybody please roll initiative, now you included.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
Ooh, spider's getting blood today.
Oh, sick. I go after the spider. Everything I wanted.
Aha! I go first after I yelled spider fuck.
Now, Draken, I forgot. You didn't take your turn.
I held my action to throw a fireball at it when it went down the wall. away from me.
Which it did not. Okay.
So
Jesse, it's your turn.
Well, like, does that not work? Because I knew his turn was going to come this round because I'd already gone.
It
I
did
still
not go
get
down the
my-
wall, so you are hooked.
Fucked.
If it goes down
didn't
the
realize-
wall before your turn comes up, right over here, then yes, you will still get to shoot the fireball. Or the
Okay,
firebolt,
okay,
sorry.
that's what I was banking on. Like,
Gotcha.
I knew if I went before.
It may still happen, and you watch as the thing turns to look at Jesse as he shouts at it. Jesse, it's your turn. The attention is all on you. Its mandibles move back and forth. You see saliva trading between two large fangs and dagger-like, just like venomous protrusions from its face, kind of scything back and forth as it anticipates eating you.
Indecisive spider.
I will draw my short swords, I believe.
I believe. Okay. You pull out your blades.
And, anticipate the spider approaching me? Question mark. I guess, for lack of a better term, wait for it to approach me because I can't do anything.
So you hold your action to attack if it gets in range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The spider's turn is up next, and it decides to go for you. It runs over, leaving you, Draken, and then comes snaking down the wall and ends up over here, and leaps towards you, Jesse. Does a... Ooh, yes! Does a 19 hit.
Affirmative.
Rachel Captain.
Immediately, you take... 7 points of piercing damage, and then I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
So, like, before I take the damage?
Well, if you take the damage and go down, then that's a different story. Are you still conscious?
Yes.
Okay, so you take that damage, and then I'd like you to make a Constitution save, please.
This is some shit.
This is some shit.
Nat 20.
A nat 20. Okay. The moment that this thing lunges forward here, you try to move out of the way, but its fangs come down with such a speed you're unable to evade the thing. It stabs into you, and you feel one of them just come, like, piercing straight down your collarbone into some internal organs, and when it rears back and you're finally let go, you kind of tumble down to the ground. You stagger, manage to stand back up, but you feel some sort of poison that's starting to work through you, and for the time being, your body is able to push it back, and you're still able to function. Do you want to make your attack?
Yes.
Go for it.
Do I also get to make my attack since it went down the wall?
Yes, both of you make your attacks.
Well, actually, no, I probably miss. The 12.
Oh.
Oof.
So what were the rolls that we got?
I got a 12.
Okay, so you miss.
Natural 1.
Okay, the thing has just stabbed you. You try to swing out and attack, but you find that you're kind of weakened from the last hit here, and as your blade swings out to hit the thing, you lose your grip on it and throw your sword as it kind of clatters against the wall here and then hangs on the sticky webbing. Right there.
Okay.
You have one blade left. That's your turn. That's its turn. And BP, you are up. What do you want to do? Actually, no. It's going to make one more. It's going to use its thing. It's going to turn over to you, BP. And... it's going to shoot webbing at you.
Web shot.
He's going to shoot his goo, my dude. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
The creature rears back, and as the abdomen sort of flexes, from one end here, you are struck by a splat of spider web that pushes you backwards and pins you to the wall. You are restrained.
Can I use my hands at all? Or are they...
You can make checks to break out. Until you do, you are stuck and cannot make any actions. It is now your turn. What do you want to do?
Try to break out.
Okay. Make for me a strength check, please. Straight strength.
Fuck. Ah, fuck. It's a 5.
You do not get out. Do you have any bonus actions you could do?
No.
Okay. After that, Draken, you're up. What do you want to do?
Firebolt it again. Just
Okay.
keep throwing the firebolts. I haven't noticed my friend Jesus over there yet, so or at least I haven't noticed that he is Jesus. And that is a
Ooh.
22.
Roll damage.
Should we just recolor these fucking things? 6.
Okay. I'd like you to make a insight check, please.
It's gonna be shit,
Okay.
but I think that's a 9.
The thing squirms about when the blast of flame hits it, but it's still alive. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Jesus, it's your turn. You have one arm
I would
free.
like to attempt to free myself from this gluey cocoon.
Okay. You can make your next check with advantage now that your arm is free.
I will do so.
A 5 and a...
An 18.
How would you free yourself?
I would draw the arm back in and then say just loud enough so that everybody in the room could hear me.
Just loud enough to yell.
It's lucha time. And then explode out.
Beefy arms and legs press against the cocoon after you hear this, and the different pieces of spiderweb are thrown in random directions in a hail. Like the spiderweb kind of comes tumbling down, almost like snow, as this large hulking man lands on the ground, and you have freed yourself.
Oh, Jesus!
In a moment. I'd like to action surge.
Okay.
I assume I still have all my movement.
Yes.
I'd like to get within melee.
Yep, you're in melee.
And I would like to attempt to grapple.
Okay. Please go ahead and roll a grapple check. Athletics. This creature gets a
I got
20.
that one.
Okay, it's not happening. This thing is incredibly large, and you have a hard time grappling it. And as you try to grab a hold of it, maybe it's because you just woke up or you've been malnourished in the cave for a while, but it kind of swats you back for a second there.
That's definitely it.
I was saying that a long time.
Everybody, please roll initiative.
Grappling with something 20 times bigger than him. Is that even a... Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Fuck me, dude.
the spider's luck has turned.
Has it turned enough, though?
Oh, it has.
Okay,
The fuck I
Draken,
go
you're up.
first? Fucking firebolt is
Nobody else is dying today, boys.
for the fucking 19 plus 5, 24.
Roll damage.
The firebolt descent of the day, 4 damage.
Okay, you strike the thing again, and is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Afterwards, it's yours, BP. You're stuck against the wall by a bunch of spiderweb.
BP wants out.
BP phone home.
Nat 20.
You finally manage to get out of this. You use the spring lever on your door to like tear through the web, and then kind of make your way off of the wall. You are no longer restrained.
That's the end of my action.
Mm-hmm. After that, Jesus, it's your turn.
I said, it's lucha time. I'd like to attempt to make a grapple.
Please do.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Yeah, it's showtime, boys.
Okay. Where are you grabbing this thing? Keep in mind, its legs are probably as tall as you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll combat roll up a leg onto its back, and then just grab like 2 or 3 legs in each arm and just rip them out from underneath.
Okay. So you are currently grappling it, trying to hold on to a few of its legs. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Next up is the spider here. Let's see what it's gonna do. I think it's gonna go for you again there. You've already tasted its venom.
Doesn't it have to break the grapple?
No, it can still make attacks.
It has to break the grapple to move.
Yeah, grappled creatures can make attacks, but they can't move. So Jesse, does a 18 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there no like disadvantage to that at all?
Sadly, no.
Huh.
You take 9 damage.
Am unconscious.
I'm a character.
Okay. With another stab, Jesse falls down to the ground, and the creature, unable to move, is stuck in place and cannot run over to BP or Draken. Jesse, it's your turn. Please roll a death save and do not roll a 1.
Yeah, don't do that.
You should avoid that.
You've already used your freebie. Oh.
Oh.
Did he just roll a 1?
No, he rolled a 5.
No.
Oh,
You have
okay.
1 fail. If you get 2 more, Jesse Faden is no more. Everyone roll initiative, please.
This nigga.
Uchi, when you got hit, Will typed,
not even
get
a-
Bukake.
Get Bukake! What the fuck?
Thanks, Will.
I believe the term is Bukaki.
No, it's Bukakadized.
Bukake dies. Today I learned. Holy shit.
Help.
What? What help do you need?
So I can move my hand and the thing follows behind like 10
You
seconds
have
later.
999 ping.
Oh,
Ow.
who wants to roll for Jacob?
Not me.
Oh, he did it. He rolled.
Oh my god. Holy shit, help. Son and adult.
A robot screams in the distance.
Dude, Uchi, was that you? You're getting really good at that, dude.
You got a 6, so what is that for you?
It's a 6.
Oh, just gets a 6. Okay. First up is Jesus. It's your turn, Jesus. What do you want to do? You grappled a few of its legs there.
Alright, well, now that I've got it grappled, and it's in I'm in an advantageous position, I want to try and hit it with an RKO.
Okay. Go ahead and make your regular grapple check, please. We discussed the damage before, right?
We have.
Yeah.
I rolled a 21.
He did not roll anything close to that. With a 10. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
Now here's the real question. Well, here's the real question before the real. Can I have another D8?
Oh. Yeah. There's a billion D8s over here.
Oh. Now the real question: do I maintain my grapple?
Yes. This does not break your grapple. So once you've locked on the grapple, I'll let you keep making these like RKO attempts over and over. Until it breaks free, of course.
Whoa. Until I don't want to do an RKO.
Exactly, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Ooh, the slide. Oh! Max damage! So how much is that?
Slide all into place. I don't know. What are we just like plus strength?
Yes.
12?
Okay.
11? 11.
You break free, BP, and Draken, you're ready to cast more spells on the thing when you see your old companion here, young, just like you remember, hasn't aged a day, roll over the creature. How exactly are you going to RKO this thing? You're
So,
killing
like,
it, so I need to know. What's the death blow?
Alright, okay. So, like, I assume it, like, rears its head up for an attack.
Sure.
And then, it was successful, right, on Jesse?
Yeah, it just hit him, and Jesse went straight to the ground. He's out.
So as he's sinking his fangs in, I like release my grapple and come and slide under its like head.
Mm-hmm.
And then as he reels back from his attack, I grab him by the neck and like just 360 him in the air, or 180 him in the air, and throw him on his back and like just slam down on his neck with all my weight.
Okay. The creature lunges for Jesse, and after stabbing him here, Jesse falls to the ground, and the creature kind of does a pulling back motion, extracting its fangs, and Jesus moves with remarkable speed. He abandons the grapple from the creature's arms, moves under it, and grabs it, and throws it sort of like over his back, and slams it onto its opposite side here, and you watch as all of its legs kind of squirm for a moment, and then constrict up together. It is now dead. You are out of combat.
Everybody cheer! He likes it when you cheer for him.
I'm running to Jesse's corpse.
Typical.
I'm not dead yet. Guys.
Okay.
Guys.
Let's see here. As you get over there, you are, before him. So make your medicine check, please, BP.
Ooh. Yeah, BP's alright, I think.
The wisest of butts.
10.
You stabilize him.
With my metally hands.
Hand.
Just stroke your gun on his cheek.
Like, slam my hearing sensor into his chest. Do I hear a heartbeat?
Yep, he's gonna live.
Alright.
It's gonna be alright!
Okay.
I just look up, and there's just a big, beefy Goliath, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
standing next to a suplex spider.
Just flexing.
Guys, as much as I appreciate hanging from the ceiling, the blood's rushing to my head.
He's not in.
No,
Reach.
you're upright. You're not upside down.
I'm upright.
But that, you know what? It's perfect that you said that, because it's the complete opposite of what you would say, and you're old and senile, so it works.
So
you know, fair.
he's not in like touching, right? He's too up high.
You can go over and, like, if you sort of jump, you think you might be able to touch his feet.
Oh, so I should be able to get him down, no problem.
Yeah, you're super tall, right?
Yeah, I'm like 8 foot.
Yeah,
3
you
or
can
some
go and
shit.
get him.
Holy.
He's a Goliath.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm a fucking half giant, dude. Yeah, I will go and retrieve. And walking over to him, I say, Drake! No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Give it a
Hold
moment.
on, hold on.
You just peeked
You want
the
the
audio
buy in
real
the
quick.
oranges, man?
What's up, SC? It's been a while, man. How are you? Let me get you down
I'm
from there,
hanging
SC.
from a ceiling right
Yeah,
now.
don't worry
What
about it,
the fuck
amigo.
are you doing
I'm
here?
gonna take care of it, Armando. Chill.
This is a Mexican Goliath who is a luchador.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll go help him down now.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So you go and tear him from the ceiling here. He's already damaged some of his webbing, and some of the bits have kind of burned up, allowing you to kind of easily pull him out. Draken, you are free and back on your feet. You can see Jesus, your old friend here, looks like he's aged, and, you know, evidently he didn't get that magic potion that you did years and years back.
Man, you look old as fuck, bro. What happened to you?
So you focus
You
your
keep
What
eyes
saying
there.
happened to me? What
Yes,
happened
mate.
to you? You're still like 40 years old.
Shit, man, you know, like I went back home with that broken back thing, man, and they told me to drink this shit, and I was like, I don't know, man,
was
but
like,
they were like, it's gonna make you
"Sir,
better,
you were
so
dead."
I drank it, and then, you know, the next thing I know, like a year later, and you know, I'm fucking young or some shit, man, I don't know.
And you always had the best luck out of us, though you were always trying to suplex demons like an idiot. But that's
Hey.
you.
Being a luchador, man, it's our style, alright, bro?
You just... What? I don't even know what you did to the spider, but it's fucking dead.
Hey, don't worry about it, essay. It's in the past now.
This was such a stress. This is reminding me of my old days. Oh, the stress is coming back.
Jesus, what, you got like heart medication or something now, man?
I don't know, dude. I think it's the spider's poison. It's
Oh, you
good
got
to
poisoned
see
by
you,
that
even
spider,
if you
man?
haven't aged.
Yeah, you do, man, I guess, you know, like, you know. Still got that book and shit?
Ah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, where did I put it? Ah, here it is.
Z.
Alright, yeah, cool. What's Z saying?
He says Vaquero is rolling over somewhere. You too, Essay.
BP will slowly walk up to the giant fleshy man.
Okay.
Sit there for like 5 seconds analyzing him up and down.
Ah, BP, this is an old traveling buddy of mine. His name is Jesus.
Your sensors indicate that he is both Goliath and jacked.
Do he also indicate Spanish?
There's like a bunch of upside down
404
question
language
marks
lockdown.
in his little radar.
He has not encountered a Goliath before, and while we're at it, nor a Mexican.
What's a Mexican, BP? I don't... Wait, book check?
Sorry, Twitch.
Check the Mexicans.
Yo, man, your robot's mad weird, dog.
Yeah, he's fine. He's only 2 months old. Give him a break.
Man, that's a little baby. What you doing out in the spider cave with a little baby robot, bro?
Just wait until he shoots something.
I hold out my giant gun hand.
You gave a baby a gun, man? What the fuck's going on here, man?
You gotta train them young. If you don't get them started early, they'll never be responsible.
I
Yo,
also
man,
have a
I'm just
gun
saying,
for
that's
an
not how the Goliaths roll, dog. I say. I don't know if I can condone
throw a
that kind of
rocket
shit,
something
man.
at the speed of a bullet and probably take out a city's wall.
I love how
Hell, you could
BP's
probably
life is just
suplex the city's wall if I remember correctly.
BP's
I mean,
life is just
let's
full
say
of being
having
judged by
childhood,
everybody.
my hand is a gun.
Okay.
You two will get along great.
Okay.
As for Jesse here, he will be missed. We should bury him outside.
He's alive.
Oh. Well... Okay, we'll just leave him there then. It'll be fine.
Well. Wait. Big man, how long were you in here for?
Shit, I don't know.
Like Quattro days.
You lose track of time in a completely dark room for long enough, so you really can't tell him.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'll
He got lucky and time skipped when the spider was ready to eat him, and then the spider is like, well, fuck, my meal's gone, and then didn't know what to do with it.
I'll dig into my chassis and hand him like 4 of my rations that I have.
You hand him the puzzle box.
Are you hungry, big guy?
Yeah, man, I could eat something. Alright, dog, your little robot's pretty chill. I like this. Hey, you got some barbecue in there? How about some chorizo, fam?
There's like a little Bud Light.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
you
a
got that
cooler.
Bud Light with lime, dude? Shit, how about some sangria, fam?
I have no cut lines.
Yo, you got
Sorry.
some Dos Equis, bro?
GT is lost.
BP from home.
Alright. Nah, I'll just take the rations, man. It's cool. Thanks, little trash can.
When you're looking at him, you get a bunch of the upside down question marks. Just turn them up right side up, and everything will make sense again.
BP sensor does not communicate.
What, man? Yo, your robot tripping, dog.
It'll be fine.
Big guy, could you carry our friend back to camp?
Can he even fit through the hole? Take 2 of the trash can rolling.
I mean, I guess so. Oh, where the fuck is your camp, bro?
It's through the cave entrance. Wait, also, are there any more survivors in here? / there may be things in here.
You
Well,
can
maybe
see
you
all
might
from
also
over the
grab
ceiling. There are multiple bodies hanging here and there, and while most of them are quite old, merely skeletons, you can see what looks like gear from past the sort of translucent bit of webbing. They might have something if you're willing to spend the time to stick around and cut through them.
Yo, I'm gonna loot the fuck out of this cave.
Who wants to make the luck roll?
You already rolled, Baller.
Yeah, I did.
Someone's
Yeah,
got to
Andrew,
roll.
go for it. Andrew, go for it. You're lucky. You didn't go
Okay.
down.
The dead guy.
Well, he didn't die.
You survived
Dice
2
fall.
spider kisses.
Statistically speaking, he did roll a 5 last, so it should be a good high roll.
And you
this
didn't
time.
even get
Statistically,
Bakakaroni'd.
hey, it's above a 10.
Above average.
What was the roll? An 11?
An
An
11.
Okay. So as you look around, you find that, yeah, sure enough, other people have been taken by this thing, and their backpacks remain. You find a lot of sort of miscellaneous adventuring gear. There's 50 feet of rope, for instance, if you want to take that. You find a tinderbox. You find some rations, though they've long since spoiled. You find some weaponry, like a
Isn't
couple...
the whole point of rations that they don't spoil?
If they're left in poor conditions, like kind of exposed to the elements for too long, then they'll still spoil. Especially like
They're
a damp
fucking
cave
dried
like
crackers.
this.
Just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're, you know, they're kind of
Throw 'em in
maggoty and
some mud, they don't
whatnot. But as you look around, you do find that a few of them still have some coin on them. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll to see how much coin you guys get. You find 15 gold and 12 silver.
Damn.
Hey, these boys was looted, bro.
You can get sleep and rest at the end of the cave.
I'll point up here.
Yeah, while they were looting, I wanted to go over here and see if I could find like an empty bottle or two in
Sure.
the cave.
Yeah, I'd say you could probably find like an empty potion bottle or something.
Okay, I would want to go back and I want to extract the spooter's venom.
Ah. Make a survival check, please, Draken, as you try to extract spooter venom.
Do you need some
yes.
help with that, old man?
Ah, yes, if you could. Be super useful.
BP, you can make a check as well.
Oh, are you doing that crazy shit again, man?
Fuck.
Fuck off. They fucking janked.
Oh, reroll.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Who's gonna be my fucking... Ow, fuck off.
Aw.
6.
At the end of the day, you get probably about a quart, like... if the potion bottle is a vial, you fill a single vial.
Okay, I've got a single vial of fucking venom.
Yeah. A lot of it's wasted and kind of like spills out onto the ground and is unusable, as the sacks of venom locked inside are really difficult to access. And almost both times when you break through the chitin to kind of get at them, you accidentally puncture the thing and are unable to recover it. BP barely manages to get like a vial worth from his, but he also kind of botches it as well.
Sorry,
It was gonna be a 17. Fucking janked.
DP unfamiliar
That's
with large
fine.
spiders.
Here, take this. This poison might be useful for you. You never know.
I'm gonna hand him the venom, especially since it can't kill him.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
You can add a potion of giant spider venom to your inventory, BP. Or a vial, sorry.
I would also, while I'm looking and doing this with the fucking spider, can I book check to see if there's anything about the spider? Like book check
Oh,
it?
sure. Make a book check. See if you get a 20.
Can I soak bullets in venom? Is that how that works?
Nope. 13.
No.
13. You have not found anything in the book.
Page 453.
It brings back memories to watch as Draken flips through his book over here looking for stuff. You've seen this thing a long time ago, and he's always kind of had it with him. And you notice that
a lot of my
as he...
story, a lot of my backstory is being retconned.
Oh, was that... Did you not finish your book till
Technically,
afterwards?
I didn't get the book until afterwards. After we'd slain the demon. I
Oh,
went
sorry,
back
that's
to the
my
cloister.
bad. I thought that you had it like as a gradual thing during the travels.
Yeah, no, it was something I was building up over the years, but like the book itself wasn't given to me. Like the book was given to me to compile everything I had researched
At the very
over
end.
the years.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. So, you see Draken here come over, and I would say that, you know, as you had mentioned, you still have that book, old man. You've seen this thing, like, in its later stages, and you kind of see he still has the thing with him again. He kind of, you know, pulls it out as a memoir of all the stuff he's done, kind of pulls through some pages, and then closes the thing up. Jesse looks like he's back to normal breathing now. He's kind of laying there on the ground, still passed out, but he seems like he's stabilizing. And the spider's been horribly mangled as you guys have taken a bunch of venom from it.
On my backstory, since he's now like tied in with it, the only like important things to note are our party was led by a paladin. Everybody in the party except for me, Jesus, and a dwarf are dead. The dwarf went back to Mornheim.
Okay.
I guess we all return back to the cave.
Sure.
I think maybe we should all get sleep. Be adjourned in the morning.
I'd like to finish the nap that I never got.
Morning, man. What time is it, little trash can?
Trash can would not like to be called trash can.
Then why are you calling yourself trash can?
Well, I only referred to myself as trash can in the metaphorical third person.
What?
English.
Alright, Jesus.
You're like tripping, bro.
You will learn those words when you get older.
No, I'm as old as you, old man.
I lean into Jesse's corpse out of reflex and go,
Jesse, what does trippin' mean? Oh, sorry.
Gurgles.
I shut down.
Yeah, it's time to resume the sleep.
You guys never finished your long rest, and you'll have to sleep in extra late to get it.
Yep.
Now you guys kind of lay down. Since you're exhausted from all the stuff that's happened as well, Jesus, you find yourself very easily able to drift into a sleep. And soon all of you guys kind of lay down for an extra long nap, waking up late in the afternoon if the light outside would indicate anything. And you've all gotten a long rest, so you can all heal up. Jesse, you wake up. You remember having kind of like feverish dreams in the night and feeling almost like you were awake but caught in a paralysis. And thankfully, when the morning or afternoon, I guess, for you, when it comes around, you open your eyes and find that you're okay.
Do I have full health again?
Yes, it's long rest.
Injury time.
What do you get for injury? Oh, you're rolling your div.
Yeah, I'm rolling my div, so 12 and
Andrew has a roll injury, right?
He will.
that's what I meant by injury time.
I'd like you to roll a d20 to see what injury you wake up with this morning, Andrew.
That. 16.
A 16.
Nice.
Ah, okay, you're fine. You simply have a horrible scar right above your collarbone where that first venomous fang had stuck into you.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
I'm gonna need to remember that fucking firebolt is a ranged attack, and I have disadvantage on those. My bad, Illusion. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Got.
We'll get the hang of it later.
You concussed old man.
Dude, the
Too
poison
even
made
to
me
roleplay.
see straight.
Now, as you guys wake up, what do you want to do?
it was Jesus, right?
Chill, what's up, man?
Jeez.
We'll have to get you a translator installed, BP. It'll take a while, though.
I don't understand this language, but where were you planning on heading? I think we were heading back to... Actually, we're doing nothing, I presume.
Yeah, we were essentially here for our friend Zakarum and his personal quest, so we don't really have anything to do at the moment.
What were you doing?
Yeah, pretty much about the same.
I still need to find my apprentice out there in the wilderness. It's been going well, though. Getting sidetracked a lot.
Well, we're flat broke.
No, we're not. Look at Jesse's wallet and tell me we're broke.
Okay, well, what do we do then?
Like I know, probably head back to Hillcrest. Maybe there was a bounty on these guys. Take their thumbs.
Alright, yeah, I guess we can do that. Oh, I do have this ruby thing too. Alright, well, we have some money. But I'd like to do more than just, odd jobs for our town.
This is a pretty nice cave. We should get somebody to fix it up.
The
What?
house I always wanted.
Mr. Luchador, do you have a plan? Are you...
Nope, just going around fighting shit, killing shit.
See, I told you you'd get along. That's why you left home, BP.
We do have many of the same objectives. Maybe.
BP, did you ever think about when you left home, you wanted to go and hunt? But in what way? What are you wanting to hunt?
For the gold for some more creatures like that spider. Humans are less of the game.
I
More
want to buy a bow.
Well,
weren't there shitty boats on the bandits we killed?
you could take a crossbow off one of the bandits. I'm sure they have plenty of bolts. Otherwise, maybe we should head back to town.
Jesse, as you wake up this morning to the conversation going on and call out that you wish to get a bow, you notice that seated there on the edge of this old bandit leader's bed is a large, burly Goliath.
Oh. Hello.
Jesus fuck.
Sup? She was pretty dead the last time I saw you, SA.
Are you, I like nervously look over at my two companions and then look back and say, I believe we haven't met.
He suplexed the spider to
no.
save you. Be thankful.
Oh. Well, thank you very much for saving my life.
Doesn't
Nah,
pay any
man,
attention
I didn't
to
do it for
suplex
you,
the spider
man.
part.
I did it because that spider was a fucking bitch.
I make a very strange and confused face.
You all will learn. He's quite the personality. Makes travel on the road stressful, but more enjoyable in its own way.
Hey, Luchador,
Hit trash can.
I get this back and forth we have now, but we should kill a super big monster. You like that?
What? Why would we go and just kill a super big monster?
Haven't you ever wanted to suplex a dragon?
For the fun of it.
Uh,
Exploration. That was your aim, right?
I mean, like, if y'all are going to go and, like, suplex dragons and shit, I say, like, fuck no, man. You can just drop me off somewhere, like, in town or some shit, you know? But, like, something more reasonable, maybe we talking.
What do you mean? You went and suplexed fucking demons of all things, and then you just did it to that spider. What happened to the good old Jesus I knew?
Well, man, like, they fucked up with this potion, and, like, I gotta pretty much figure out how my body works all over again, It's like starting over.
We can build up to it, but you could always join us for the adventure.
What is this fucking trash can talking about adventure and shit, dude?
You remember when we traveled across Skyfall hunting?
Yeah. But, like, you said this thing was like a fucking baby, right? Like, what are you teaching this thing, man?
Jesus, Sarah. Look, Brad, you gotta get
Fucking
the
baby's,
young-
like, talking to me about fucking, like, trying to recruit me for adventures and shit, man? Like, what are you doing now? What happened to you?
Age caught up with me.
That doesn't explain anything.
It'll be fine.
Well, I am a robot, not like a normal baby, right?
Just imagine you woke up one day and didn't know anything, but you're still an adult.
Yeah, okay. Sure. I'll follow the baby trash can around for a little bit. This'll be amusing.
And I'll get to introduce you to my apprentice if I ever find the no good piece of shit.
Do you have any idea where he is?
Nope. We should go to town and see if I can get some info.
Well, maybe we can just pit stop at Hillcrest again and again.
And again. We can also look into finding you something to hunt. There's better places than just the wilderness.
Sigh noise.
Could also head south. Some fun things down south. Like some 1T. They're super fun.
For some reason, my sensors dislike the noise of Wanty. What is this creature? Why do I inherently shake?
Yeah, you see, man? That is why I'm like, how are you gonna let this fucking baby lead you on, like, adventures and shit, man? But you ain't even gonna tell him what a 1T is, man?
What is a main?
You see? I mean, he's fucking retarded, too. You taking a special needs robot child out with you?
That
You come a long way, Draco. Come a long way, man.
that was just mean. PP's
Okay.
going to start walking now.
With the group's
Okay.
feelings hurt, a new party member acquired. We are going to cut to a brief 5-10 minute break as you guys decide where to go next. The journey is
Be
pretty
right
much
back
open,
again.
and the adventure is yours to seize. We'll be back in a few, guys. Back in a few.
Hey, so like table talk, what's our actual goal now?
Yeah, and no, table talk? Like, I have no fucking idea.
We going to Hillcrest and then hell yeah. Let's just go to a new town. Fuck this town.
Yeah, let's just go to a new town, and I'm gonna become a pit fighter.
Well, I will say that you guys currently know of 2 objectives that are nearby. Well, potentially. The Wind
No.
Ray has that reward,
Nope.
and Renaald's Cave is nearby.
Oh yeah, Renaald's Cave. Oh yeah, we have that to check out.
You also know that there's a possible bounty that could be turned in for that guy, although I think that pretty much ends with Zakarum. And we'll leave it here for the
I
time
think
being.
that we should just abandon all this shit out here and go somewhere like totally different. Just totally different.
Yeah, if you wanted, you could just hop on a boat.
More underground, more fast and loose. I want to play fast and loose with the law.
Oh, goodness. Well, that's a thing to talk about during the break. I'll be right back.
Well, we have like
Not in the sense of like becoming criminals, but like
no, yeah. I think our goal is probably like checking out Renaald's Cave, Hillcrest.
that sounds super boring.
Renaald's Cave is just like some mysterious, we don't know what the fuck is going on there.
Statistically speaking, that's probably gonna work out well for us.
Statistically speaking, probably loot. That's what I'm thinking of.
I mean, statistically speaking, probably a player death. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, the statistics are high for this player death.
I'm like throwing it out there, just spitballing. Don't shoot the messenger. But like a lot of not good shit has happened to us in this part of the world. Let's go have some not good shit happen to us somewhere where we don't know anything.
I just want to check out Renault's Cave because it's just like a highlight near us. But aside from that, I DC everything else. There's a port nearby. Dude, let's just take a boat to some fucking rando place.
Just get on a boat, the first boat we see.
Well, there's like, so we're going to Renault's Cave, right? So it's up there. And then right to the, if you go northeast some more, there's a Geller's Port. So we just take a boat, and then we could land in the desert, or maybe it goes down to Kinth.
Yeah, world sphinxes. That sounds enjoyable. And look how many towns there are in that desert.
Are there a lot of towns?
There's 0 towns.
Sorry, I was texting somebody. Man, that desert's fucking barren. Holy shit.
That desert is death. That is just the death great desert of world sphinxes.
Okay, but World Sphinxes, that's a raw ass name.
Yeah, for some raw ass shits that's gonna fucking raw dog our shit.
I don't know, but I think maybe just to the port and then become pirates or some bullshit. Hey, the world also isn't, it's round, fun fact, so we can just sail up and then we'll land in Mizara, where it's another desert of the pure. Just like BP, I have no idea what these other places. Also, I'm going to go drop off my essay to my friends, so I'll be back in like a bit. Tell Lucian when he gets back.
For fucking monk, dude? Yay! Ichi told me to tell you something when you got back, but I didn't really hear him, so he's not here.
Oh yeah, he had a thing he had to go do, so it looks like we're gonna be waiting another 5 or 10. It's
I don't even know if it was that or not. He could just be going to take a shit, like.
Well, that would be 20 minutes. We'd never fucking see him again.
That's fucking true, dude.
Uchi's one of them long poopers.
Well, that's because he doesn't just poop, you know. Gotta fucking sit there and play an H game out real quick.
Good God. That's a truly terrifying thought. There's a deuce leaving your ass while you're holding a phone playing an H game. Like, when your dick hardens and touches against the toilet bowl, like, what the figgity fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't that where you just draw the line, you know?
Is it?
It's certainly my immediate thought. Whew. Well, we'll chill. It's all good.
Yeah, so he was talking about going up to Renaud's cave and then taking a boat from Geller's port to somewhere.
Sure, that could be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to do that.
At first he was looking at the desert, and then I was like, yeah, look at all the towns in that desert, dude. It should be sick. And he was texting, and then he comes back and he's like, oh, are there a lot of towns? No, there's not fucking one.
It's a fucking desert.
And then I realized it said the Geth, the Great Desert of the World Sphinx, and I was like, yeah, more like the Death, Great Desert of the World Sphinx.
It's in the name.
It's in the game.
Yes, Z, we're taking break number 2.
We took break number 1 already?
No, because this is like a double break, right? Kazuchi's gone or
I
whatever.
think he's implying shit break, as in like a number 2.
And I'm back.
Oh, that's also a possibility.
That's also... Yes.
I'm looking at all these luchador pictures.
Do you see that thing that Clan linked?
Oh, the monk thing or whatever?
Yeah.
I didn't read it, but yeah, I saw you posted that.
It looked kind of cool, I guess, but you'd have to play a monk, which is gay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no luchador would be a monk.
Super barely strength monk.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Interesting. John Cena.
Yeah, when I think of my character, I imagine him as the amalgamation of John Cena, Randy Orton, and The Rock.
And a whole bunch of tacos.
And a whole bunch of tacos. Oh, I might change him to be Cuban because I kind of want to do the Scarface accent.
Ah,
Yeah,
you'll want to do that early.
yeah. I'll probably just do it after the break and see if anyone notices.
I'm sure no one will.
Yeah.
Extra smooth. What the fuck is that? I just found out there's midget professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You learn something every day. What is that noise?
It's my phone going off.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe there was a self-destruct sequence that had been initiated.
No. Not yet. Cops aren't on me yet. Soon, though.
They make attempts at catching him riding dirty.
They see me, they hating. Gems is such a frustrating game. You can fucking like KO the fucking dog. Like the invincible dog is not even a fucking piece of fucking shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shaq, the monster, comes and he's just like, "Hey, you got any upgraded talent?" Nope.
Well, even then, because you can't
free real
CC
estate.
him, right? Like
I mean, you can, dude. He's such a monster.
You can stun him as far as I know, but like slows basically do nothing. So it's pretty hard to get him in place.
I mean, everything basically does nothing. He's fucking Shaq the monster, dude. Like, you don't have anything to slow or stun him with at this point in the game. Alright, game. You know, for a second there. Oh, fuck. That's a normal ruby? Okay. That's pretty irresistible. The old funny alpaca. Is that a normal aqua? Is this right? Is that a flawless aquamarine at this point in the game?
Nice. How far in are you?
Wave 13.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's kind of ridiculous. I don't even... it goes into the deep sea pearl. Yeah, picking up one of those early would be nice. We'll see about that, though. And then the next round, all chipped everything.
Yep.
As it was supposed to.
Uchi, come back.
Oh, why did... Aquamarine's putting in work, though.
Brazil. No, Brazil. What's the accent of Brazil?
It's a country in South America. Why don't we say any Latin American
Any
accent will
Latin
do?
American? Okay.
Okay, homie. Orale, yeah, I can do that. Okay,
More
man.
shit.
Nachos. Yeah.
A real racist with it, huh?
Yeah, that is extremely racist. And by the way, that's more of a Los Angeles sort of Mexican cholo vibe.
Let's go. Let's go see the Dodgers play the Lakers.
Okay. D, you want to spin for us? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Somebody posted something. What they think of when you do your accent.
Oh, Lord. It's like a fucking pre-planned event, dude. Everybody's gone on and was like, oh, let's check out Baller's character.
No, different people watch different videos.
Oh, the Captain Kirk, oh, fuck. yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. What the fuck is this voice line for Enchantress, dude?
Which one? You mean Enchan?
Yeah, I mean Enchan. The
Thanks,
classic
China.
Enchan. When you select Enchan, she says she has a voice line. She has 2 voice lines for consecutive selection.
Mhm.
The first is, you know what I love? Everything. The second is, oh, do not run too fast, for I will but bespeak thy grave and die.
I will bespeak thy grave and die.
Yeah.
That's a little difficult to unpack. I'm not really sure what she's getting at there.
Fucking Ice Frog, man, am I right?
Well, it could be an old line from, like, the original Warcraft, right? Like, because some of those are carried over, aren't they?
Let me just do this. Let me just do one of these.
He did one of those.
Apparently it's from a poem. The nymph complaining for the death of her fawn.
I hope Uchi didn't actually go to take a dump, because he could be gone for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, he said something to me, and I'm just fucking in one ear, out the other. No idea what the fuck he said. All I caught was Telillusion, and he was gone.
How does a man poop for so long?
Well, first you gotta take all of your clothes off.
Get your phone at the ready and load up Honey Puff. But seriously, how? How does a guy poop for so long?
I think he's doing that thing.
He's not pooping, he's delivering a paper.
Yeah, okay, so he's doing the thing.
The person's probably like talking to him and stuff.
for
Z-Cerbert
sure.
says the second thing you need to have is low fiber. Ashley says, I was pretty sure he went to drop friends off somewhere. So that could be either of our theories.
Does he even have a driver's license?
He's dropping friends
hope
off in the
so.
fucking toilet, guys. Let's go.
Hey.
Sup, Jacob?
I have been here, sir.
I figured as much.
Jesus, where is this fucking line in this poem? Holy shit. I do not want to read this. But I need the context. Now my sweet fawn is vanished too, whither the swans and turtles go, in fair Elysium to endure, with milk-white lambs and ermines pure. Oh, do not run too fast, for I will but bespeak thy grave and die.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Because if she speaks of the grave of this one that she loves, she'll die, right? Like she'll heartbroken.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have achieved the context.
Yeah, context acquired. Literary geniuses. It's just a weird thing for her to say as you pick her, you know? Like,
yeah, as you're just like clicking on your hero, and all of a sudden she's like,
because it makes sense if it's
What?
like a poem that she likes, obviously, given that she's, you know, like a faun or whatever. But you don't think that initially that she's citing poetry she likes. You think she's actually saying something that pertains to her hero, and you're like, what?
Okay.
You're gonna kill yourself?
yeah,
Excuse
pretty
me?
much.
I think of that clip from the Dota What the Fuck thing with Nyx Assassin, like, slowly trying to attack her.
What up?
Oh shit!
Did you poop?
Sorry. No, I had to run across campus to hand my essay to a friend.
Oh. Okay. Are we all good to go?
Do you have a driver's license, Uchi?
I do.
Huh.
Well done.
Owning a car here would be super expensive.
Exe is loaded.
Owning a car in Chirac?
Well, because then I have
You
to
go to
like,
school at Chirac?
Yeah.
Chirac has schools?
Nigga. Yeah, of course, dude. They told Ben Shapiro he couldn't come anymore.
That's a little political. Sorry, Twitch. So we're ready to go here. I'm just gonna change this up and. Okay, we are back. You guys are in the cave, the four of you, talking about what it is you want to do. There's a few things around town that are currently in limbo, but ultimately, it's kind of in your hands. There's very little in terms of time-sensitive objectives or anything like that. It's just up to you to decide where to go. What do you guys want to do? What do you do at the fire?
I do need to find my apprentice before I die, but I don't know if that's gonna happen soon or later.
Old man, the marker on the map you found. Gabe.
Alright, we can go kill more bandits. Did we collect the thumbs?
Oh. I guess we should do that while we're here.
Collect thumbs of bandit. Banditsu.
Sure.
Bandits!
How many thumbs do I get? Like, I think we killed like 10? 8?
Yeah, about 10.
Okay.
So, you know, there's only a few in the
20.
cave, but outside in the nearby countryside from a little while ago, you're able to collect those as well.
Shall we go to Ronaldo's cave? Ranald.
So we get 20 thumbs?
Yes.
I have 10 sets of thumbs in my inventory.
Okay, sets. Just clarifying, because we kind of fucked that up, and he now wants both thumbs.
Jesus. I guess Jesus and Jesse, are you guys okay with visiting Ronald's cave?
John,
Sure.
With a pit stop for that.
Alright.
Pit stop is far away, so probably not.
Chirac!
What's up, Chirac here?
Reporting live.
Catch me in that Chirac. Gratata.
Oh, I just realized why you're saying Chirac.
Because they're violent
yeah,
murders
yeah.
and death rates are
Yeah.
so high.
The
Yeah.
most amount of deaths.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's a competition. No one told them that's actually not a scoreboard you want to be on.
We have so much death here.
You get 2 spoons of death for free.
You don't have to fuck like a champ.
So where are you guys going?
Ronaldo's cave.
Checking out that cave.
Okay, so you guys decided to spend the day or two traveling over towards this little point on the map that you found most recently when looting through the cave you're currently in. You guys kind of wander off, and I'd like somebody who's feeling lucky to make a luck roll for tonight.
Jacob, you or I?
Uchi.
My
Aye.
turn.
Oh, fuck you.
Jacob's turn. Uchi's turn. Classic
Fucking.
Chirac response.
You gonna roll or not?
Catch. Oh, yeah, whatever. I got 4.
Uh huh. There's a dragon in that cave, but it ain't friendly.
Okay. Okay.
That's a portable Chirac.
Okay. Okay.
We're now playing Dungeons and Chirac.
Chirac and Dragon.
You guys spent 2 days traveling over to this cave.
Chirac and I'm sorry, Twitch.
I think you can say Chirac on Twitch.
No,
Is
no,
it that-
no. The other part though, Chirac and I'm sorry, Twitch.
Chirac and what?
Dungeons?
You
Oh.
got this.
In dungeons. That's probably fine. You guys go wandering off towards the cave, and 2 days later, so traveling for a little while, you eventually come upon what looks to be an opening in the ground. Further up ahead, there's a set of a few rocks sort of stacked on one another, and what looks to be a very basic wooden door in front of it. It's the only sort of structure anywhere around in this area.
Wait, there's just a wooden door to a house?
So picture it like this. You're in the middle of a field with basically nothing around, and then there's a set of rocks, kind of like this. Oh, wrong button. Just like a whole bunch of them. And there's a little wooden door right here.
Oh.
And you're just in the middle of nowhere.
Should we knock, or should we just barge in?
I run the door down.
Okay. Jesus, as you collide with the door, I need you to make for me a Constitution saving throw.
You know, he reminds me a lot of Zachary.
It's a bit more manly. Zachary would at least think before ramming down a door.
A 18.
Okay.
Oh.
You take half of 13 lightning damage as you collide with the door, and a burst of electricity explodes outwards against you and sends you reeling back 10 feet, landing in the ground nearby. The door looks like it's taken the brunt of your shouldering and has broken into a bunch of pieces of wood, revealing a tunnel that goes down into the earth.
Good job.
How much damage?
Half of 13,
Half of 13.
so 6.
Alright, I'd like to use my racial.
Sure.
Let's see. Is this a D12?
If you believe hard enough, that's definitely a D10.
Okay.
You don't have a
Do
D12.
I have a D12? Okay, that explains a lot.
Isn't this?
No, it's D10.
Oh.
Why is it difficult to recognize those? You guys smoking crack?
Is the hit die for fighters D10s or D12s?
For fighters, I think it's a D10.
Oh.
But a Goliath
D10
rolls a
plus
D12, I think, for their racial.
So what, it was 6?
Yes.
Alright, I take no damage.
Nice. Okay. So, you know, you've got like little burn marks and scuffs and stuff, but it's all superficial. You've survived just fine as you smash into this door, and it looks broken. There's a dark tunnel that descends rather rapidly. If you were kind of pushed down it, you would probably just like roll and slide all the way down.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. Although now that you say rolling and sliding, I look at the trash can.
I am proud of you for breaking that door down. Let us adventure deeper.
Okay. I'll just start heading down. Well, I'll like stick my hand out into the doorway first, like wave it around a little bit.
You are not shocked.
Okay, I go down.
Okay. You guys descend down this hallway. Now, as you do, I want all of you to make perception checks, please, as you go single file down this small little cavern.
Can I opt out of this perception check?
Sure.
A 20. Unnatural 20.
18.
Ooh.
5.
Okay. Draken, you and BP hear from further down the way what sounds like something strange, a sort of background noise which currently bubbles about from the end of the tunnel. You can also see what looks to be brief flickers of light further down in towards the earth, and the sound that comes to you from these brief flickers of light are similar to kind of like a soup pot that's been put on boil, or perhaps maybe like a metallic sort of clinking. As you get closer, Draken and BP, I'd say BP, you wouldn't know what this is just because of your sort of knowledge set, but Draken, you would know that this sounds like an alchemist's set, like a laboratory.
Huh. Like, it's currently being used alchemy set, or it's just
Yeah.
running passively alchemy set?
Well, it could be running passively, but either way, you hear things bubbling and whatnot.
Reynold!
You call out,
Hello!
but there's no answer. It just kind of echoes down the hall.
Why did you just scream?
Sounds like an alchemist to me. Sounds like a good guy.
Oh. Well, is this a kill on sight then, or not kill on sight?
Well, if he lightning bolts, you're sure, but I don't think we kill him on sight.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop kick him, and then when he wakes up, we can figure it out. Okay.
Wait, that's a bad way to make friends.
Okay, let's go.
I always told you, BP. He's really stressful but fun on the road. Can you imagine the amount of caravans he's dropkicked?
I feel like he has dropped all of them.
Yes. And their horses, and everybody inside.
Not a friendly way to say hello, but you're okay.
Okay. As you guys get closer, wandering further and further down, the sounds become louder, and soon those of you who hadn't picked them out from before can hear that past some sort of little wooden door here, there is light that streams by a bit underneath the door frame and from its sides, and also the sounds of some kind of machinery and bubbling from past its threshold. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, it's not like I ever stopped or slowed down. There's a cave, and goddamn it, I'm gonna check out what's in this goddamn cave.
Okay, so you just go to the door and open it up?
Oh, there's a door? Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Rest in peace.
open it up, yeah.
You place your hand on the handle and go to move the thing, and you find that you're able to do so. When you step inside, you're in a cavernous room, probably about yay big, and it has little tables on the side, what looks like a bedroll over in the corner. You see a bunch of looks to be like kind of tattered bookshelves and whatnot, and at the center of the room there's something peculiar there. You see what looks like a sort of square or circular shape made with candles and a bunch of different flowers. There's nobody in here. It's empty.
Nothing strange about this.
Oh, I would like to Arcana check the strange flower square.
Sure. Make an Arcana check, please.
The 13.
You don't really know exactly what it is that you're looking at. Some of this is unknown to you, but it's clear that there's a sort of the remnants of a ritual that's been set up. And after looking at it for a little bit and kind of searching through your mind for what this could be, you're almost fairly certain that this is a portal for interplanar travel.
I haven't seen one of these since we went to go had Jesus over here drop kick a demon.
Which was a good day to me.
Took us like 2 years to figure out what plane you ended up on.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, man.
So lots of flowers.
On the
Probably
table,
not a.
you see the equipment that bubbles away. There's a alembic machine and a kind of like a little fire that burns from a crystal, as well as a beaker of some kind that's suspended above it with some sort of liquid in it that's currently bubbling away. It kind of changes hue on occasion from a light to a darker red.
And this place looks like it's very recently it had somebody in it, or
Yeah, it does look recently inhabited.
interesting.
Wonder if he took the portal somewhere.
Is the
Do I know if I
portal-
could?
Is
It's
it
a ritual
still active?
for.
I don't think so.
Do I think I could like? I know it's a ritual for interplanar travel. Do I think I could activate it?
Oh, interesting.
Did you say out loud that it was a ritual for interplanar travel? You did, didn't you?
I said something along the lines of I haven't seen this since the last time you drop kicked a demon through a portal.
Okay, I don't think my character could piece together what it is from that. Go ahead.
The ritual here looks to be incomplete, and you see burn marks on the ground, likely where things were consumed for the ritual. If you could get those things, you could probably just use the rest of this ritual circle, but what those things were and what it is that this thing needs is currently unknown to you.
Alright, first off, book check.
Sure.
I need a 20. Fuck off. I always get really high rolls on these, but they're not high enough.
Yeah.
So
You
that's
can place
no.
yourselves within the room and stuff as well if you want.
Page 400.
Probably just leaning up against the wall somewhere.
Sure.
Don't see anything on this thing or this thing or hey, this is a thing about portals. Nope, not right though. Something about treasure guns.
What were we doing here again, mate?
Can we look around the room to see if there's any indication as to what the things in the ritual are?
Certainly. Go ahead and make an investigation check as you start rummaging around in this little room.
Okay. That's a 4 plus a whatever. Let's say 7.
So you don't find a ton. Is anybody else looking around in the room?
I mean, I can look around, but I don't know what for.
Okay.
See if there's just any monotonous stuff.
Sure.
Uh, 16.
Draken, you go looking around, and you kind of get lost looking at the different books on the shelf. Some of them look kind of interesting, and you kind of get caught up staring over some of their titles. And BP, while you're kind of rummaging around, you go over towards the bedroll and look down, and you find what looks to be a pouch of gold down there. And you find a pouch of 50 gold.
Oh.
Just casually sitting there next to the bedroll. Are you
Well.
taking it?
Yeah?
Okay.
50 gold. We can split this up.
But this book looks so interesting.
Fine. You don't get your gold then, old man.
A brief history of an Argonian maid. I don't know what an Argonian is.
The next thing that you find, BP, is over there on the table. There is a a bunch of gear that's laid out. You see like little tiny magnifying glasses and little sort of glass containers. You find little metallic stands and things like that. But next to all of these is a book that is currently opened, and the book has what looks to be like an alchemical recipe on it. It's kind of flipped to one of those pages.
Yes, BP. Sorry, this book is really interesting.
There's like a fold out of a lizard girl falling from the book. JK.
What's this potion do?
Comfortability rising.
Looks important.
I will take the lizard girl picture and stuff it in my robe, and then fold the book up and put it back on the shelf and go look at what BP's looking at.
Good call, old man. As you look down at this book, it's currently been flipped to a page, and it looks like a potion of giant strength that's currently being manufactured. That seems to be the recipe here. The reagent list is very long, and it seems to ask for all sorts of things, more than a dozen ingredients.
Can I flip through the other pages? Like, just start flipping it?
Sure.
Is there other potion recipes?
Yeah, you find a whole bunch of them in there. It's like, you know, here's one for a potion of healing, here's one for a potion of invisibility. They all seem to be pretty complicated, and you don't find anything that's like, you know, take water and add this plant. Everything is just like all sorts of different stuff. But it does give you details on what needs to be brought to a slow boil or ground up, or how to chop this, etc. It's very, very in-depth. It looks like somebody who's pretty smart has put this together.
So it's all like homemade and stuff? It's not like manufactured?
Yeah, the book looks like something that has been scribbled and handwritten.
Hey, this is pretty valuable stuff.
I could never take this. This is a man's life's work.
I throw it in my chest.
You just close the book and throw it in your chest?
Yep.
Okay. You can add a potion book to your chest.
I thought you weren't interested in studying.
Something that could make you shoot better. Sounds like a good idea.
Well, I mean, if the owner did go through this portal and doesn't plan on returning, that's one thing.
There aren't any just like left out potions with the tag of healing potion, please drink me, right?
No, you find a lot of gear laying around, but no completed potions sitting on the table. Or sorry, any that have tags. You do see what look like potion bottles with stuff in them. Whether or not you want to take those is up to you.
How many random potions are there?
There's probably half a dozen.
Yeah, I'll bag them.
Can I Arcana check the potions, see what they are?
Sure, yeah, make an Arcana check.
Maybe this will be a good roll. It is an 18. No, yeah, 18. Yeah.
18. That's not bad. You're able to identify two of them as being, what is it? There are two potions of Speak with Animals that are there. And they're both like slightly different, almost like the process of creating them has gone slightly awry. But the other four are completely foreign to you. You don't even know if they are proper potions. They might just be, you know, things in transit or whatever.
Well, those two are to talk with animals, though they seem a little off. These four, I've got no clue.
We could just take them.
Well, that's stealing, BP.
If you all won't, then I will.
Jesus, Jesse.
Hey. It seems like he was in good. I don't. They were in collusion with the bandits.
That's rather far-fetched. I don't remember seeing any potions in the bandit hideout.
You do remember seeing potion bottles.
But I do remember seeing potion bottles. Alright, fuck it. Raid the place, take all this shit.
There we go, old man.
Now you know how to
Take
party.
my fucking book. Taking my lusty Argonian maid book.
Okay. You take the whole book. Fuck it.
Are there any like hunting books?
Sure, you can look around. Go ahead, and who's feeling lucky tonight? Let's see for the
It's
luck
my
roll for what
turn.
else is in this room.
Jacob's turn.
My turn.
Oh,
17.
You do find a hunting book there, BP. Let's see here.
Just going through all the books, what do we find?
You
Rats,
find
bats, and cats, a guide to pest control.
you find Wolfram's Guide to Killing Large Animals.
Wolfram Alpha?
oh. Yeah, it teaches me how to do sine cosine.
You have to apply this formula here to get the proper arc on your bow.
Now this is the studying I enjoy.
As you flip through the pages briefly, you see what looks like an illustration of Wolfram himself. He looks like a storied human wearing a bunch of pelts all over himself. He has like a large bow over his back. And next to him are just a whole bunch of trophies. You see like, a bear skull, there's like a huge set of antlers, all this sort of stuff. Beasts that you're not even familiar with. And then the later on pages are just like different animals and like advice for dealing with them. You see vital spots that are pointed out, little possible traps that are good for these kind of creatures, that sort of thing.
I am.
It's a useful book.
As soon as like I see the picture, I just have the image of like a really childishly drawn BP in like crayon with a bunch of shitty pelts all over him, and just like just a bunch of like bear skulls, and he's just so happy beeping along.
A dream is born.
BP loves this book. This is BP's new book.
Okay. So you go ahead and grab that. You guys find some other stuff in here as well. It appears that there's a couple of other texts that may possibly be useful. Draken, you identify some as being a few famous storybooks, things that you could sell for a good amount of money, but would not really be worth anything for research purposes. So you can add 3 books to your inventory that are worth anywhere from 20 to 100 gold each.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, good deals.
That's a good deal.
3 bullets.
3 bucks.
Oh no. The cycle repeats itself.
Place salt on the portal. And over there on the table, that equipment definitely looks finely made and could probably sell for a good amount of money as well. But it's very, kind of like cumbersome and delicate. So if you want to take that, you can, but it'll obviously be a little bit more tricky to get into town. The books are just, you can toss those in your backpack. Now, the only other thing that you find is there appears to be some food here as well. There's some rations stacked over in the corner in like a little container. You could take that if you want. There's 20 of them. And that is the majority of what you find there.
You said their little alchemy equipment had a little crystal that was like creating fire, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just perpetually burns, it seems, and there's a boiling sort of pitcher above it.
Interesting.
The crystal
What the
itself
fire?
is held by a metal stand with like a little tripod.
Interesting.
How do you turn it off?
Arcana off.
It does not off.
Can I Arcana check it? That's fucking. I've rolled so many Arcana checks.
Sure, yeah, make another one.
Just keep going.
Does it work like The Witcher? Do you just scream Ignis at it?
13.
Sure, why not?
It did.
There's a bunch of different magical crystals in the world, and this one here that you see is not one that you're immediately familiar with, but the more that you kind of look at it and you kind of mess with the stand a little and whatnot, you don't see any way to possibly turn the thing off. If it does, it's likely through a command word or a spell, but you have no idea what that might be. There's also the possibility that it just burns forever, so there is that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fire.
Well,
It doesn't turn off, does it?
No.
Fuck.
I'm going to pick that up with Mage Hand. And
Okay.
I'm going to hold it with Mage Hand.
The mage hand pulls the crystal from its small little tripod, taking it away from the mechanical equipment. It holds itself there in the air, and you guys see the spectral hand holding what looks to be a gem that just keeps burning.
Alright. I'm content with that. I will carry that along with me in my Mage Hand.
Sure.
Who's carrying the books?
Thought they were in your trash can.
Okay.
Actually, no, the books are in my backpack because the books are valuable. I don't need bear blood on the fucking books.
So the books with BP are the unknown potion one and the hunting one.
In me, I have the alchemical book,
Mhm.
Wolfram's Guide to Killing Large Animals, and then I have the 2 potions of Speak with Animals and 4 mystery potions.
Okay.
Actually,
Hey, Jesse.
Yes.
Drink one of
You have-
these.
You have delicate, soft, fleshy fingers. Would you mind holding the potion?
Sure. Can I now put them in my backpack?
Sure.
so 2 of them are Speak with Animals, and then 4 of them are mystery potions. You want to just bag them?
Mystery potions.
Would any of you like to drink any of them?
I can't get poisoned.
Yeah, BP can't drink any of them. You're exempt from potion drinking.
Oh, no potions work on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the point of becoming an alchemist? BP remembers the thought of
Fucking
potions,
Retarded baby man.
holds the alchemical book out to Draken and goes,
Dragon, please take the book away from me.
That was a short-lived dream.
You look
Thought
over
you
back
might
towards the
actually be
robot.
interested in studying.
He holds outstretched towards you a small little black book with different papers in it and whatnot, and you see the cover for the first time before it was thrown into his little trash can body so quickly. It says, The Potion Book of Renald Covis on the front.
Interesting.
Is that all? Just interesting?
Just interesting.
It's just interesting.
"You're bagging it, right, Jacob?"
I'm going to take it, and I would actually like to start like copying it over into my big book of everything.
Interesting. Now, Jacob, does that name have any significance for you?
Considering if you're talking about my apprentice, his name's Garen.
What the fuck? No, it's written on the... Fuck off! God damn it! No, it's written on the website that that's what his name is.
All right, we'll go with Gerald. I'll update my fucking notes.
It's your apprentice's book.
Jesus.
Fuck me, dude.
Okay, look.
God.
I just want to jump off a balcony right now.
Go to fourth
Too bad
wall.
you live in the basement.
Where the fuck did you give me this Renald Covis name, then?
I don't remember ever giving you a Ronald Cobus name.
It's been on the website since day one. Did you never read and go like, well, that's the wrong name there?
No, I've never
Damn,
looked at the
dude.
fucking website shit, so,
Damn, dude. Fucking call it out, bro. Call out, bro.
Well, I feel like a fucking retard. Give me a minute here.
No, we'll change the fucking name, that's fine. But, like, I
bro,
made
you
no
fucked up.
registration.
You gotta lay in this bed now, bro.
Whoa, look,
Well, we
the
can-
book look at the name. The title just randomly changes to Garen. Ooh.
So what's your
Ooh,
apprentice's
that's a
name?
Fancy book.
Garen what?
Just Garen, as far as I remember. I don't
Okay.
remember coming up with the last name.
Garen last name.
Garen, last name.
No, just go with Garen Cobus, it's fine. Remember this name.
So it's a reminder of sin.
There we go. Website updated.
Oh man, I wish I had the Twitch stream open to see Aleutian's sad face.
Just
See, I'm sure somebody will clip it. Looking at you here, Z.
So, like, Aleutian, like, I know for a fact it was never Renault because Garen was based off Gary. Fucking from being, like, the Pokemon rival, which was originally I was going to have the old man rival who stole my fucking book.
Well, sure, but I just want to know where that came from then, because it's been written there since day one.
I have no fucking clue.
Okay, well, you see, it's your apprentice's book there.
Interesting.
Well then.
Oh my god! It's Garen!
And the cave would be named Garen's Cave, so...
I thought it was like fucking Ronald from Warhammer, dude. Just random fucking cave gods.
Aleutian, were you wondering, like, why are these guys not freaking out at this name yet?
Why is he named
No,
Yeah,
he
like,
was sitting
'cause
there
I-
thinking we were all retards.
I
dude.
name-dropped Renaud, like, you know, a session or two ago when you guys finished with those bandits, and the whole time I was like, okay, well, he probably just assumes it's like, you know, some guy's name, whatever. Anyone could be named that, right? Because I didn't give the last name. And then here I give it, and he's like, interesting, I'll write it down, or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
I, like, once you ask me, like, anymore, I'm just like, oh, I wonder if this is a mistake.
oh, beautiful.
You guys are like, let's go to Ronald's cave. And I'm like, why the fuck are we going to some random fuck's cave?
Dude, I'm glad we went to the random fuck's cave now.
Yeah, you
I'm
guys
like,
could have just left it, and this would have
just
never
says
happened, so...
I wonder why his cave is named Renault's Cave. I wonder if he stole it from someone.
Maybe he's undercover to avoid you.
Wait, now I need to know how this ritual works. Alright, hold up! You could steal everything, he's a piece of shit and probably stole it anyways. But I
Alright,
need to know how this ritual works.
you got anything under his bed?
Roll luck, BP.
Oh, hell yeah! $11.
You find 2 copper pieces and a sock.
What kind is the sock crust?
You know what
No
a nat
comment.
20 would have
Kind
given
of
you?
sock, he said.
A gold piece and a pair of socks.
Old man, does this help?
And I'll shove the sock in his face.
I have a good idea of where that's been.
Alright. I'm going to actually start flipping through his fucking alchemy book and see if there's anything on this ritual.
Interesting. You don't find anything on the ritual. You just find very detailed ways of making different potions. He seems to have quite a few recipes in here. There's at least a few dozen.
At least he's been studying since he left.
It seems like your apprentice got mixed up with the bandits. You raised a fuckboy.
Well, he
Says
does
the
worship
2-month-old
god you
baby.
know. Lots of mistakes on that one.
Trash can noises.
Beat boo. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get anything more out of this room. So, but I would like to make a detailed sketch of this fucking flower ritual.
Sure. Most of the ingredients that are here are very mundane. You could probably pick them up for a couple of silver in town. The different flowers, you know, they might be regional, but the candles can be had anywhere. The black spots on the ground, though, are what's troubling. There's 3 of them, exactly, and you have no idea what it was that must have been in that place before they were set alight.
Are there outlines, or is it just like circles?
Oh, interesting. Make a investigation check, BP.
Oh god. Like an 8?
Like an 8. Just
Like
burn
an
marks. That's it.
Can I make an investigation check?
Sure.
Go, Mr. Steely Man.
Is a 17.
You find something troubling. Now, one of these is just a burn mark. But two of them seem to have some little bit of an outline on the ground. It's very tough to see, but as you kind of, hang your head to the side and look in a different light there as the burning crystal is held by this little magical hand, you see what looks like the imprint of almost like scuff marks on the ground, and then you realize that it's the imprint of a small animal, some sort of quadrupedal thing. So some creature was burned in one of these patches. The next one is a rectangular object. That's all you know. It just seems to be like a bit of a rectangle shape in the burn mark.
Alright, this dude burned an animal or something. There's signs of an animal mark here, and then there's a rectangle, and that's about all I got.
Oh, 3 missing components.
The notes begin.
Well, fuck, dude. After the fucking my apprentice's name being wrong, like, I don't know, dude. Can I trust you to actually give me this information later?
Right.
Get flame dilution.
Yeah, it was a triangle and a party hat or something. I don't know. Fuck me.
Oh yeah, 2 more bandits. Fuck you guys.
The ceiling falls.
The ceiling falls, everybody dies. TPK. Goodbye, Thursday. I'm glad you're gone. Fucking hate all of you.
Sloth was right.
Sloth was right. Woo!
Can that be our title name? Can that be Thursday's group name?
Yeah, that's our group name now.
I'll have to call the bully hunters on you guys.
Yeah.
It's not a bully hunter, it's an homage.
An homage. What do you see?
I don't think
way,
the bully hunters would see it that way.
Yeah. Uchi, I think you're on the wrong side of history.
I know for sure he is.
How the
Seems
fuck
like-
did he get this shit out here?
I wonder how long my apprentice has been holed up in this cave.
That's part of the mystery, isn't it?
How long was Reynald really here?
No, I
Also,
remember his
somewhere
name's
along
Garen.
the way, he learned to set up lightning traps on a fucking door. Wonder who taught him that?
Everybody looks at Dragon.
Dude, I wish I could put fucking lightning traps on shit. I don't know what fucking spell that is, but I want it.
Hold. Looks like he's gone.
Yeah. But it does look like he was here until recently.
Maybe. Maybe somebody in town knows.
Yes, let's go check the alchemy shops that would provide him with ingredients. I'm sure he couldn't have found all of this here. Not all of it's local. Let's go!
Are we all okay? I think we checked everything.
Alright.
So you guys loot the shit out of the room and leave?
Yeah, at the entrance though, can I see if there's any tracks aside from ours?
Ah. You do not see any tracks there at the door.
If there are any secret... No, we rolled investigation.
I think he just was holed up in there for a while.
Interesting. I'm gonna figure out what this ritual does.
So, are we headed
So-
back to...
So from Jesse's thing, he looked at the animal burn mark. Did it look like a large animal or like a fucking rabbit or something?
Yeah, like a rabbit or a house cat, that kind of size. Maybe like a
Okay.
large-ish lizard. Okay, so you guys step back out into the daylight. It's the middle of the day. You still have plenty of hours to do whatever it is that you want. And out in the middle of nowhere, you stand next to a cave entrance that went to some sort of weird mystery. Where do you want to go now?
we could head back to Hillcrest, or pulling out the map, we are close to Geller's Port. I don't know. I've never been there.
No, Castle is.
Have I heard about this place? Just like in Hillcrest?
Perhaps. Roll history.
Oh god. That's not shooting. Oh, hey.
Yeah, you've heard local legend. Is that a 20 or what?
That's an 18.
An 18, okay. So you've heard local stories and stuff, and you actually remember a couple of them quite well. Geller's Port is an old port that was a part of a town which has completely been wiped away, but the port has been maintained by a group of pirates, apparently, that seem to come by. They use the port every now and then they leave. Locals don't go over there, and the city doesn't really bother with it, as the pirate presence isn't really a big threat.
Oh.
Oh, are we going to go to Geller's Port, or are we going to go back to Hillcrest?
Oh, I guess.
Well,
Where could we go from Geller's Port?
I don't actually. Maybe Geller's Port isn't the greatest, seeing as though there are just pirates there. I have made a mistake.
Oh, okay. Let's head back to Hillcrest then, since that's somewhere we know.
There's pirates there?
Just
I
pirates.
want to fight some pirates, man.
And I want to buy a bow. That's what I want.
That's a dangerous song for Twitch, Jacob.
You are a sorry Twitch.
Wait, can you not say? Why wouldn't you be able to say that on Twitch?
No, we're thinking of a different version. Uchi.
We're thinking of a
We're
different
thinking of
version,
the
Yeah,
Tana
Uchi.
Monjo or whatever version.
Dude, he doesn't know.
Hold on, let's go
Is it-
find it.
Uchi can't know every meme.
Tana Mongu pirate?
Mongu.
That's how you say your name.
Google search.
Oh, does she just say? Okay,
Sorry Twitch
I
over
got
and
it.
over, yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 seconds. I got 2 seconds in.
Lot of sorry Twitches.
Yar har fiddle dee.
You are a
Sorry, Twitch.
Sorry, Twitch.
What a fucking like base meme. It's so dumb. Alright, I'm done with this.
As
Get
you
this-
should be.
Get this meme out of my sight.
Take it away. Throw it in the dungeon. Ugh.
Sorry,
Alright.
Twitch.
Oh, whew. It's been a bit of a cackler this evening.
Wait, are we just going to murder pirates? That doesn't sound like the funnest hunt.
Whatever, baby. Let's go then.
Yeah, let's go to Hillcrest.
Okay. You guys go to
Silly
travel
story
back
books.
to Hillcrest. Somebody please make a luck roll for me.
I
Baller.
believe it's my turn.
We have cycled back.
We should like make a cycle, or we should roll at the beginning of the night. See the roll.
Everybody roll a d4 to see who starts.
A 5.
Oh no.
I think I'm the only one with a good.
Oh,
Why do we never
yeah.
have good luck rolls ever?
I
for
had a
any reason?
17 earlier. Thank you very much. You got
2
some good-
dragons.
2 dragons.
You guys are wandering along the way, you know, having a nice day on the way to Hillcrest. And while you're
go fuck
walking through the
yourself, Witch.
forest,
A bunch of bandits by the name of Ronald show up.
I want a perception check from you, Jesus.
I'd like to opt out.
Okay, you opt out of the perception check. Suddenly, you are grabbed, restrained by what looks to be a branch from a nearby tree that has, you know, it's kind of in front of you on your way while you're walking, and it seems to have kind of like wrapped slightly around your arm.
Sure, what the fuck, tree?
The tree doesn't move at all.
Saw a tree.
It's,
I'd like to attempt to wrestle the tree.
Okay. Please make a athletics check.
Reckon he's wrestling a tree. Is he retarded?
15.
I think the tree is wrestling him, BP.
You fail. And instead, as you sort of battle with the tree, and this is while you guys are watching, you kind of get more caught up in it, and every move that you try to make to kind of like get some advantage on it has your arms like more bound up. You get like your foot gets caught in a root, and one of your other arms is kind of caught up in another branch. You guys see what looks like Jesus there with all of his limbs except for one leg kind of stuck in a bunch of this tree.
What is this, a nature check to figure out, is the tree alive or is this magic?
You can make a nature check if you have it.
Do I have nature? Nope. Ain't making no nature check.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I was across my room. I might. I do have a nature check.
Go for it.
I don't know if this is in like BP's realm to know though, so you'll decide there.
If you have proficiency in nature, you're good to go.
13.
13. Given that this is the local area, there are rumors amongst the people that there are some man-eating trees in the forest, and people are advised not to step too close to them when traveling through the woods. You
We
worry
could
that
help
this
him.
may be the case.
I want to use my mage hand and bring the fire crystal over to the tree.
Oh. The moment one of the leaves kind of like goes up in flame, all of the branches just like uncoil and he just like lets go and the tree just rights itself back up. You see how much it was kind of like leaning towards him and just completely pulls away and just looks like a normal, beautiful tree now.
Oh no, man, it's not gonna be that easy.
Good
I'm
call.
going after the tree.
Okay, are you like breaking one of its branches off?
We can start there, yeah.
Okay. You reach forward, grabbing one of the smaller branches and snap it. And the tree just is like a normal tree. You snap a branch off of it.
Careful, Jesus. Those trees are known to eat people.
It seems friendly enough. We should.
How thick around the middle is it?
This tree is probably like it's a big oak. Like it's large enough that you couldn't get your arms around it.
Alright, yeah. Okay, you win this time, tree. But I'm coming back for you.
You wave the branch towards the tree in a threat, and it's just there, unmoving. You know, it's kind of got like a little bit of smoke coming off of one of its branches. It kind of like waves that branch to make sure the fire's out. It looks like it's on its best behavior.
The tree does not want to buck with the fire.
Should burn that shit to the ground, man. Do the world a favor or some shit, you know? Definitely not
I've
personal.
started enough forest fires this week. I think I'll move on.
Oh, what's one more then? Come on.
What's
Do
one
it
more
for your
forest fire?
times, eh?
Look, that tree is probably going to kill a bandit or two in its lifetime. I think it'll be doing us a service staying around here.
Alright, man.
2 days of travel with no more problems from the trees. You guys keep your eyes on the forest as you make the rest of your travel and manage to get back into Hillcrest.
Does
It's
the
early
fire
morning.
crystal? Does the fire crystal just never go out?
Oh shit, what do you do with that when you're sleeping? Do you just put it in like some dirt? Do you put it like in the fire pit?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, yeah, so it just never goes out. It just always is burning. The flame isn't like a huge flame. It's not like a torch. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
maybe like 2 or 3 inches of flame kind of burning off of the crystal at any time.
It's just like a constant candle type of deal, right?
Yeah, and it just looks like a little red crystal. It's not cut nicely like a jeweler's seen it. It's just like a rough little rock. Now, when you guys pull into Hillcrest, it's early in the morning. You finish that last leg of your journey, very close to when you guys had woken up. and all of you are, you're all fine and healed, feeling good. You've eaten. You're finally out of the cave, Jesus. Draken, you have a new lead. Jesse, your group has gotten rich, and they won't be relying on your inheritance as much. And BP, you found a book that might help teach you a few things. When you guys get into town, what do you want to do?
I guess, sorry, I don't know.
Look for a fight.
I don't know if this will retcon anything, but I'd like to have read the book in like my free time while, like, before night and stuff.
Read the book before night. Yeah, you could do that. I would say, make a straight intelligence check for me for the 2 nights of traveling along there.
It's a luck roll then. 17.
17. Okay. You learn a few things. You find a couple of strange beasts, ones that you haven't seen, but you commit to memory different ways to deal with them. The book is pretty good. It talks to you not in a very technical manner, but more just like somebody speaking to you with good advice from a tavern table, almost. It's a very sort of casual feeling to it, and it looks like Wolfram has outlined his thoughts here in a very approachable manner, and you find it pretty easy to read. By the time that you pull into town, you feel like you've learned a couple things.
Hey.
So, I guess you could always just break up, look for work, meet back. Oh. Meet back at the...
Fuck.
There he goes, folks.
What happened?
Voicemodule.exe has failed.
Sometimes my throat just gets dry, so it's hard to do it.
That's
You
what
could
you
just-
said.
Yep.
Sorry, Twitch. Sorry.
We can meet up at the Grogs.
Fuck.
Sorry, Twitch.
I could show you where that is at, Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find it. It'll be okay.
What's the name of the place? The DeGronk.
Yeah, that one.
Ran by orcs. Okay, well,
Okay, yeah. What?
what do we want to do? Market, sell some stuff, look for work.
What do you mean that's run by orcs? Talking about?
Alright, well, fuck.
I blurred over their nonsense. I want to buy a bow.
To the market.
Okay. You guys go off towards the bustling market there, and early in the morning all the stalls are being set up. There's plenty around you. You don't see that strange merchant from before, but you do see a bunch of new ones in his place. There's all sorts of little stalls and weird shops.
I'm gonna actually be right back.
Wait.
Draken, wait.
What?
Hand me the book. I'll get a good deal.
But I want to be here for the good deal.
Alright.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Is that like Uchi taking a poop, be right back? Or is that like turning
I
on
think
the
he's just gonna go
microwave,
piss
be
or
right back?
something.
So as you guys step into
Go
the
have
market,
himself a little cry.
I guess we could start with you there, Jesse. If you want to get a bow, you're going for a short bow, yes?
A nice short bow with some nice arrows. Smiley face.
With some nice arrows.
Smiley face.
What the
So you want 3 shiny arrows?
3
arrows. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like you to roll luck, please, Jesse.
Why is this determined by fate?
It's D&D, dude.
Welcome to D&D. The rules are made up, and Lucian is definitely gonna kill you.
And the kills don't matter.
You step into a very popular blacksmithy here that seems to be one of the busiest in town, and it has all sorts of different weapons and things like that. And you find that a short bow here will run you 32 gold.
2 gold.
Are you going to buy one?
Do I like? Would BP know that this marketplace, that this guy likes to run up prices by chance?
No, but you would be familiar with the shop, and you would know that it is one of the most. It's kind of like a landmark location. These guys are some of the busiest in town, and their prices are considered to be pretty fair.
Oh, okay.
Is there anybody watching this product that I'm considering buying?
The room that you're in has a bunch of different customers and a few salespeople wandering around. You know, at any given moment, they might not be watching you.
Do it.
Are they watching me right now?
I'd say, you know, like somebody kind of glances in your direction here and there. If you want to attempt to go for it, I will need checks from you.
Do I see his shifty eyes, and if so, can I leave the tent?
I would say probably not.
Okay. Me and tent.
Do arrows come with this short bow, or do I need to buy those as well?
Arrows are sold separately.
Oh my god. This is gonna bankrupt me.
Ah, man, I can't fucking just steal everything that I need from these motherfuckers. Why? God damn it.
While he's deciding if he's gonna steal, do these guys sell cartridges?
They do, yes.
How much? What's the price tag on those?
1 gold apiece.
1 gold per bullet?
Yep.
Okay.
There appears to be a sale on them right now, BP.
Oh. 1.1 gold to 1 gold.
Buy 28, get one free.
Best deal ever. Jesse's just like,
Well, I'm wondering, like,
Hmm.
will my party members think less of me if I do this? Something.
Ah, interesting.
If you get caught.
Depends if we see. Depends.
Nobody will know you if you get caught.
So, right now, are you guys in the blacksmith shop just looking around with Jesse there as well?
I'm
No.
staring at the bullets and at my pouch of gold.
Okay, so you're over there at one section, kind of looking at rifle-related stuff. Jesus is outside. Jesse's inside with you somewhere else. Draken, what about you?
I'm giving the books a good gander over before we sell them eventually.
Are you in the shop or outside? The shop is busy inside, by the way.
Outside then.
Okay, so you're outside with Jesus, kind of staying there by the market. Melb inside. We'll finish this stuff up first.
How big is this bow? Like, is it like it would be very obvious if I was running with it.
Shove it in your pants.
It's a
Huge
short
bow
bow,
outline.
so you could probably stuff it into your coat and have the very tip of it, like, you know, an inch from sticking out of the bottom of your coat, sort of thing. A long bow would be basically impossible to steal, but the short bow would be possible. Like, you could pocket that.
I will attempt to steal the short bow.
Okay. So, how are you going to steal this thing? It's currently on the wall. There's a couple of hooks that kind of just, you know, let it sit there like a nice little ornament.
I
How
casually
far
walk into
away
the
is
store
the
and
exit
cast guidance on
of
him.
the store?
Not doing that.
The exit is like, you know, I'd say maybe 10 feet away.
Before I do it, I would look around to see, like, who's looking where, like, where the shopkeepers are, blah, blah, blah.
Sure. Make a deception check, please.
As shifty-eyed as possible. I need to go piss. Hopefully this doesn't go terribly while I go piss.
Just come back. So the guards throw you away forever.
Uchi, please roll initiative.
No, I knocked your dice. It rolled an 8. I rolled a 13 on deception.
Okay. You kind of look around the shop and turn to see if anyone's paying attention, and a shopkeeper catches your eye from across the room. And when you guys kind of meet eyes, he, you know, kind of steps out from behind the counter and walks over towards you. And he gets up to you and says, "Hello, sir. Can I help you with anything?"
Yes, I was interested in purchasing the short bow, but I was wondering if maybe you had something that wasn't so expensive.
Sorry, that's the going rate for all of our bows. Well, these standard short bows at least. We have more extravagant products, but nothing cheaper than this.
What? How are you so broke you can't afford a short bow?
I can afford it. I don't want to pay all that money though.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, is there anything one step up from this? Maybe something slightly nicer?
We do have some more powerful bows, but you'd be looking at in the range of 1,000 gold or more.
Okay. I will just purchase this short bow from you then.
Sure. He reaches up and takes the thing off the stand, and then walks over to the counter.
This is where we all scream pussy.
Look, man, he looked at me in the eyes.
Yeah, he wanted to help you.
He's
He's a good salesman.
You gave him the shifty eyed, like, I don't know what, I need help, but I don't want to go actually ask somebody, look.
Over at the counter, he puts down the bow there, goes to write up a receipt and everything. Do you hand him 32 gold?
Yes.
Okay. When you put the gold down, before accepting it, he turns to you and says, "Did you need any arrows at all?"
Yes, I do.
Okay. It's a gold piece for 20.
Mega cuck.
Gold piece for 20.
You'll probably only need the 20.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Sure. So you pay 33 gold to get 20 arrows and a short bow. He kind of, gives you a nod, hands the items over to you, gives you like a little receipt and everything, takes your cash, and you're all set.
And this is why we steal gear from fucking bandits.
Okay, how much does the arrows and the bow weigh? Or could I just look this up myself?
You can look that up. The arrows don't weigh anything. I wouldn't worry about that.
Alright, I'll figure it out.
Now,
Real quick.
Jesse steps back out towards the rest of the group. BP, are you buying any of these bullets or anything?
Sorry, can I get like a TL? I just came back. TLDR. Did he steal it?
No, he
made
puts
it
right out.
Fuck you.
I pussy you out like a boss.
Wait, what happened? He just pussied out? Is that all?
He paid too much gold for a short bow and pussy out.
Did he grab the bow like, I'm gonna steal it, and then he made eye contact and was like,
No.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much. That's exactly what happened.
No, I looked around before I made the steal, and the shopkeeper and I made eye contact. Like, I can't just fucking do that. It's not gonna work. No, I can't.
2
You
pounds.
do whatever the fuck you want, dude. This is D&D, dude.
It weighs 2 pounds, Andrew.
You think eye contact's gonna stop you, bro? Just fucking pick that shit up off the wall and walk out, dude. Oh,
Actually, pick it up and
completely
shoot him
forgot
with
what I was doing.
And then
fuck
also,
you.
like, be a drow.
We're in an expensive store.
Yeah,
And
dude,
we
be a
all get
fucking
in trouble.
drow, dude.
I will steal the most expensive thing in the store.
I mean, good luck with that, dude. That's under, you know.
did he even steal
I'm
a
not just gonna let
longbow?
you around that shit, dude.
You just can't.
I mean, you look like a fucking vagabond, you know? You've been on the road for a few days, like, nobody's just gonna let you in, like, oh yeah, come on in the back, you know? Just, take your time, look around, do whatever you want. Just let us know if you need anything, and we'll lead you to it, you know? That's not
Playing a thief and actually stealing shit, Andrew, is super fucking, like, hard because you'll piss off your party in the process if you fuck up at all.
Well, yeah, that's my point. Like, I can't, like, steal and, like, get arrested. Like,
Yes, you can.
You can
happens.
get arrested, and we will bail you out, and will probably cost a little. You'll probably lose all your gold on your person in the process.
Yeah.
didn't we split up that 50 gold and whoever the fuck's cave?
Fuck you, that's in my chest.
There's a guy named Dequan that does like bail bonds and stuff. He can get you out.
Yeah, Dequan, I know that nigga.
You know.
Whoa! Sorry,
sorry.
Twitch. So sorry.
Whoa.
Yar har fiddle dee dee.
Do what you want
That's
because
not fair,
pirate
man.
is free. Whoa!
It's not fair.
It's just not fair.
Fucking Twitch, dude. They're all a bunch of racists.
Whew. Gotta be careful there, man. I'm close to a Twitch payout. It might happen. I don't want to get banned a second time.
You hit the way
Dude, it's not my fault that Twitch is upset about the fact that I have, like, culturally assimilated with my people. And hence
does this
sort of
mean?
use their dialogue.
Yeah, if any Twitch mod is looking over this footage in the future, he's dark. I mean, so
He gets a free pass, right? He's allowed to say it.
that's how that works, right? In the real world, that's how that works. That's how Twitch would work.
I mean,
so.
Twitch wouldn't come up to me in the real world and be like, "You can't say it." It would be so great if I was just like hanging out in a basketball court with my boy, and we're just talking, dude, and like obviously I'm dropping it all over the place. And
As I
soon
do.
this Twitch shirt comes up and he's like, "Yeah, that's gonna be a month ban."
No more. You're gonna have to leave the
Slaps your
court.
hand and just looks at you straight eyed and says, "Stop it. Get some help."
Stop it. Get some help.
See, the thing is, Andrew, you're not allowed to say, "Sorry, Twitch," on Twitch. So, that's how we get around saying it.
Okay.
For other reference, Andrew, Illusion has been banned for this before.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay.
And then he signed up and gave his soul to Twitch. They haven't banned him since.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I think you get like one free pass per group, right? Because Amy said it yesterday or some shit.
What?
She did, and I told her to chill.
What?
Now Baller's like, why does she get to see it?
But I gotta come over here and be like,
No,
"Sorry,
I-
Twitch."
No, I told her to fucking sorry Twitch it up as well. I was like, Ashley, I'm so close to a payout. You can't fucking just drop that. She's like, sorry, I forgot. You can go and find it. I'm sure it's there
Wow,
in the
dude,
logs.
sorry I forgot. Dude, Ashley just says that shit on the regular?
Well, yeah, we all do. I don't think you can
Alright.
spend time in Skyfall and not.
Yeah, that's funny true.
Yeah.
That's funny true.
Yeah, dude. Like, Illusion just said it earlier when he got fucking Ronald mixed up.
Fucking Yarhar fiddledy fuck me.
If I tried to steal that bow, would it have worked?
Who knows? Do you want to try? Look, you're okay. Let's say you're still in the shop. Do you want to try and take something on the way out?
Yeah.
What do you want to take?
Pussy.
What's
no
what's even worth stealing in here?
A longbow.
You see everything from, great swords, daggers, pieces of armor, ammunition. There's a pistol on the wall.
Sure, I'll steal that.
You're going for the pistol? Okay. I'd like you to go ahead and make for me a sleight of hand check, please. Or no, sorry. How are you stealing the pistol?
Where is the pistol?
It's hanging from the wall at like chest height with a display of other guns that are hanging from the wall.
Well, I'm standing right there next to him, right?
Yeah, but you're looking at like a little bin of bullets. You see Jesse kind of comes up and looks at some stuff on the on the wall there.
Is opening BP's door loud?
It's probably like click.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's a trash can.
I haven't lubed it up in a while.
He's like a fucking aluminum trash can that you
Look at-
find circa like.
You probably got a dab of
1980 New
lube when
York.
you were built, and that was the last time.
Is it a crude powder pistol that I'm looking at, or just a powder pistol?
You have your rifle is crude, but the
No, yeah,
stuff on
but
the
the
wall
wall.
goes from crude to the actual proper stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. So there is on the wall,
Baby.
for example,
So there's like a nice pistol on the wall in front of me.
Yes.
BP turns over to you and is like, "Yeah, steal that one."
Yeah, you can see there's like a little price tag on it, and it says that it's running for. Sorry, give me 2 seconds here.
$250 is the normal price.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll luck here to see how much they're selling this for today.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah, they're selling it for like $280.
Alright, we're stealing this.
Okay.
How
are you doing
think of my method.
I'm gonna scoop up like 20 bullets.
Sure.
Is it just like in a grab bag? Just like
No, there's
know,
like a
the-
little dispenser kind of thing with like rows of them and stuff. It looks nice. It's a display.
I'll
It's
take
not just like a
20 bullets.
Walmart,
You know the-
in there
like
with
the
some
Walmart
DVDs of some
basketball
shitty
section,
films.
And you like pull one out, you know? Alright, is it like... This is like a weird question. Is it like, how concealable is it? Like, is it like fucking wide? Is it thick or is it like kind of thin?
It's
How fast do you walk and how deep are your pockets?
It's
Is
a
it a
pistol from like the early eras of firearms. So it's
A
like
flintlock pistol.
think of like medieval paintings
Pirates.
of duels, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like Renaissance
Oh.
painting stuff. That's what you're holding there. So it's probably about like 9 inches maybe across.
It's the little pistol cannon thing that the Ezio Auditore had in Assassin's Creed 2. You
I
just strap it
will
to your wrist.
swipe
Does-
it and put it into an inner coat pocket, aka inside my coat.
Make a
See,
stealth check, please, friend.
While he's doing that, can I go up to the counter with my bullets?
Sure.
Ooh, yeah, the tech.
Team
You do this
play!
God, you fucking idiot!
Yeah, that's right. Get that die out of here. Only one die now.
D&D,
Ooh.
Payday 2.
What did you roll?
Oh no.
I haven't rolled yet, but we're about to find out.
I hope. I believe in you.
I don't.
believe. I
It
don't
is
believe.
a 16.
Rest in peace, Andrew.
Okay.
Good luck, bud.
You
I'm
head
from
over for the
jail.
door. BP, you go over to the counter. And BP, when you get over to the counter, I'd like you to make an insight check, please.
Oh, fuck.
Run fast. But not in plain sight.
Insight would be a 19.
You notice something. The guy at the counter is, he's happy to ring you through. He takes your 20 gold and everything. He's writing your receipt as you are putting your bullets into your little trash can lid and everything. But there's somebody behind him. Looks like a supervisor or some kind of attendant from behind the counter. And he's watching somebody intently. And you see it's not like a, can I go and help you? But like he looks like he's scoping something out almost, like he's hunting for something. And as you look over, you realize he's staring directly at Jesse, who's leaving the store, going for the door. The guy kind of whispers something to the attendant who's kind of helping you out, and the attendant gives a nod, and then he walks over and goes to leave the counter. Are you doing anything, BP, or are you just finishing your transaction like normal?
Can I make the connection?
Well, you can tell that he's moving towards Jesse, but
You would probably have no idea.
Roll an intelligence check to see if you remember Jesse's character well enough.
Well, I know that he's stealing, but I don't know if BP knows he's stealing. Can I roll like a 1 through 10 and like 11 through 20 to see if BP knows? Or do you think that's out of realm?
I'd let you roll a second insight check. Sure.
Okay. It's an 11.
An 11? Okay. You don't know what's going on there. As you look over, it appears that Jesse's going for the door, and he's just exiting, like heading back out towards the group, nonchalant and everything. But this guy definitely seems to want to go and speak with him for whatever reason.
Okay.
Okay.
BP shrugs. BP turns back to the man and hands him 20 gold.
Okay, so you can add those to your inventory and everything. Meanwhile, over here at the door, a hand lands on your shoulder, Jesse. You see a gentleman standing next to you. He grabs your coat there for a second, and he says, "Sir."
Yeah, what seems to be the problem?
And he just kind of, he sort of sighs to himself, and he says, "Are you going to be paying for that pistol?"
Have I been caught yet?
I've seen
Illusion has
myself in a pickle.
I remember the Illusion experience of when he went and caught that guy stealing fucking alcohol.
This is kind of a joke, because I literally did this to a guy at my shop years ago. Anyway.
Years ago.
Here's the thing.
God, dude.
If I decided to do the bad thing, which is to say no and then flee, I will surely be caught by a city guard, I'm assuming.
Good job.
Arrested.
Okay, so now that you've worked out this far through your plan, I want to remind you that your backstory is that you were a thief who got caught in this town.
Thanks for the reminder. I'll keep that in mind.
Good man, thieves gotta work.
Let's see. I am not in a party with members that would respect me doing anything negative here. So
Nah, you got this, man.
Dude,
Just
the
fucking
luchador doesn't
stab
even
him
know
in the
it's...
throat, dude.
The luchador would respect you if you just like suplex them. Like the luchador would come help you if you suplex them.
Yeah, dude,
The
just fucking
luchador
stab
is
him.
not
Just
there,
stab
dude.
that guard and run.
The luchador is outside.
It's
right
like
now.
GTA, dude. The
My
luchador is
super
not outside. The
nondescript
luchador is
short
not with the party for this shit. The luchador
Dude,
is
just
looking.
remember, like when you're trying to evade from the cops, just go off road and just like run in circles.
Dude, you just gotta
Never
fucking
mind.
hide in your car until your stars go away.
No, that's the older GTA's, dude. That shit doesn't work in new GTA.
That shit doesn't work in new GTA.
In GTA
Taking
5,
recommendations as to
It works
what
on,
I'm
like, one
supposed
star.
to do here.
That'd be
Because,
metagaming. Make a choice yourself.
Put yourself in the mind of your character, right? You're taking this for whatever reason, right? What would you do? You know, who is Jesse exactly? How would he react here?
I mean, clearly he's a shit.
Like, so you have your backstory, right? And you're like, you face the repercussions of stealing once. What does that affect on you now?
Like, fuck the law, I don't care, or like, you know, like what is, how has he kind of internalized that whole event and everything?
Or has he?
Or maybe he hasn't, right? I mean, here he
Maybe
is
he's
stealing again, so.
See, I'm trying to think of the, you know, like aggressive choice to make, but I don't even know what I would do.
Sure. Okay.
Besides
Well,
just, like,
we
hit
have
him
some time
or
if you need a
shove
minute.
him.
But you can't ask
That's-
these guys to, you know, you can't phone a friend here.
No.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you terrible advice anyway, so.
I know what I would do in this situation, but
I know what I know what
that's
I-
what I would do.
Yeah, I know what I would do here too.
Calls up Baller. C. Christopher Columbus. Baller, that's not an option on the. I said.
See, Christopher Columbus.
No, the question is, what's bigger, an elephant, the moon?
I'm telling you, it's see Christopher Columbus. Goodbye.
He's
Let's
got
see.
right answer.
Man has breakdown on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Let's see. Do I make more of a scene by calling him a liar, or do I straight up just run? Thinking.
Remember, the potential of being caught and the potential of death exist in this scenario.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
But-
the repercussions.
But why the fuck would I play this game if I was a bitch? Let's see.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
buy that short.
You
bro.
used that Phoenix down already, boy. Get that shit.
I will attempt, because his hand is grabbing my coat, right? Like
Yeah,
he has,
he's
like,
holding onto the
full
shoulder
fist lock.
portion.
Yeah. He's got you.
Oh, is it like a deadlock grip, or is his hand on my shoulder?
He's got a deadlock grip on your coat, but you could just abandon your coat if you wanted to.
But isn't the pistol in the coat pocket?
Sure, but you could grab it on the way out.
I could grab. That's
I mean,
so...
unless you roll a one.
I'm just a man running with a pistol in my hand in the street.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's got a gun.
Who's gonna stop you, dude? You'll just shoot anyone.
With your no bullets and your no idea how to use a gun.
All of that is irrelevant.
Would
You
you
got
shut the
this,
fuck
man.
up, please?
Oh, sorry.
Just let your friend die in the streets.
Let's see. All right.
We've died in the streets.
Is this why we're still here? To suffer.
There's like a 0% chance of this going well. I'm gonna attempt to break free of his grip and flee.
This is not enough.
Okay.
Killing
Please
us
make
in
for
the
me either an
streets.
acrobatics or athletics check.
Why you gotta fry the watermelon? Why you gotta steal the pistol?
Acrobatics. All right. Let's.
What the pistol ever do to you?
It ain't done nothing to you.
Acrobatics, a 17.
You manage to wriggle out of this man's grip. The coat is pulled from his hand here. You dart for the door. Are you running through the streets?
Is there like a really big group of people? Or like is it that crowded, or is it not crowded enough so I can like hide in a group?
Yeah, it's a crowded marketplace. You could just try and dive into the people.
I would attempt to make myself seem like just a regular person in the group of busy people and just try and walk normally along.
Okay, so you're gonna dart out of the shop, try and get into a crowd, and then assume, like, speed with the crowd.
Yeah, like
Okay.
as well as hiding myself from the person who's clearly going to chase after me.
Okay.
As best I can.
The door flies open, and you dart off, and all of you guys who are outside, you see this. The door opens up, and Jesus, Draken, you watch as
Bro,
Jesse...
I'm not there.
What?
I'm not there.
Where are you?
Looking for a big titty bitch.
Oh, okay. Draken, you're outside of the shop, and you see the door flies open, and Jesse just comes darting out and goes running off. And somebody stands in the doorway there,
Yo,
and
I
it looks
don't
like he's
fucking
running
notice.
after him, and he shouts "thief" at the top of his lungs, and people look over. And BP, you would see all this from the counter as well. Are either of you doing anything, BP or Draken?
I hear him say thief, but I rolled perception to see if I noticed with my blurry vision if it was Jesse, and I did not. So I have no clue who the thief is.
Okay. Are you going to try to stop the thief?
A thief? Where?
He's like pointing the wrong way.
It's just like some lady with a basket of fruit or something.
He just turns to a wall and he goes, "There's a thief!
Okay.
Everybody, there's a thief!" There's literally nobody there. It's like this drunk guy looks up for a second. It's like,
The man
man,
goes
that's a
running
baby.
after you, Jesse, as you attempt to get into one of the crowds. As you go running, I need you to make an acrobatics or athletics check to run fast. He is going to contest you. And
Andrew's
as a
right about
rogue,
this answer.
you
It
are
doesn't
probably
make
going to
easy.
outrun him.
It is a
Double
20.
Okay.
Double dash.
You easily
Double
are able to
dashing.
dash away from him, but you find that the crowd here, at least initially, doesn't seem to want to have anything to do with you. People are like gasping and stepping away as you run towards them, and you start to dart between the people. The shout for guards has now gone throughout the city, and you try to find yourself into a group of people. Eventually, you manage to do so. And you kind of like step into this set of people that are kind of over by a market stall looking at some stuff, and they don't really seem to mind that you're there. But it's clear that a couple people are kind of like looking around as this call of a recent robbery, and the guards, like all agitated around here, clearly has people on edge. Like even the merchant here at the stall is kind of like looking around to see what's going on. What do
Dude,
you
if
want
I
to
was
do?
a suave character, a suave thievy character right now, I'd walk in after Andrew left and steal a different pistol and just walk out. But I'm not.
Okay, so I suppose now the question is what I would do, or is it just like resolved? Quote,
No, you're standing in this little crowd. What do you want to do? Do you have another action? Do you want to wait? Like, what are your thought
The
process
plan
here?
being to get out of the city, maybe go to the DeGronks, maybe somewhere where there are very little people, or there are people that I'm familiar with. And while being cautious, head to the DeGronks?
Okay, so you're gonna try and get out of here to get over to the DeGronks.
Like as I'm looking around, maybe seeing that there's no one near me that could put me in danger, quote unquote.
I'd
AKA
like you to
guard
roll
or-
straight luck, please. And this roll is for you, Andrew. Nobody else.
good luck, buddy.
Statistically speaking.
Statistics.
How you gonna hit it with the
speaking.
statistics,
I
nigga?
mean, we're bound to get a high roll.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know.
That is an above average roll.
You go to turn to get out of the market, and you see that the guards are already being whipped into action. Here at the different entrances and exits, they are already standing there and barricading, keeping people from coming in or going out of the market. But you spy an alley nearby that doesn't have anybody at it. There's no guard. You think that you can make your way there. You dart over, and are you like running for this, or are you gonna just walk?
A brisk walk, trying to make myself unnoticed.
Okay. You make a brisk walk over and manage to step into the alleyway without being pursued, or at least as much as it looks, you've gotten into there fine. There's like a homeless guy further down the way in the alley who seems to be just kind of drinking in the middle of the day, early in the morning. And are you gonna just start booking it for the DeGronks?
Yeah, if there's nothing that could possibly stop me at this point, yeah, I'm trying to get out of there.
Okay. You go running off through the city streets. And away you go.
And away we go.
Now Meanwhile, back in the market, the rest of you guys are in there. Jesus, you're kind of wandering around and trying to find a big titty bitch, as it were. And Draken, you know, you're kind of standing in a crowd of people that are all kind of up in a bit of a kerfuffle here, as there's a lot of activity going on, and there's guards who are clearly agitated. And de Gronk, you know, you're inside of the shop, and outside of the shop there appears to be a lot of chatter with the guards, but inside the different patrons have been asked to leave, at least momentarily. So you're asked to kind of, you know, step outside and everything.
Will do.
Okay. Now, when you step outside, you see Draken nearby in a crowd, and it looks like he's yelling at a wall or something. And
Guys, a thief!
there's like a woman next to him, just like, no, it'll be okay. Don't worry about it, Grandpa.
I'll put my one hand on Draken's shoulder.
Draken.
As you
He's
go to
just
approach him, you're stopped, and you find that a guardsman outside keeps you from going over to him, towards the crowd. And he says, sir, if you could just wait, please. We have some questions to ask you. Can you stand with the others? And he kind of points over towards a group of people that seem to be all the other people that were in the shop.
Okay.
Will do.
Okay. When you get over there, you realize that the guards that are talking to these people are asking for accounts of what the thief looked like. And they're taking his description. And people are telling the guards, you know, oh, I didn't see him, you know, I didn't really get a good look. Somebody else goes, yeah, he was like this tall, you know, his kind of brownish hair, that sort of thing. When you're asked, what do you say?
Was his hood up?
No.
That was my friend Jesse.
That was my friend Jesse. I live with him at the DeGronks.
Sir, did you see him?
Was standing next to me when I bought bullets.
Mm-hmm. What display was it by?
Gun.
Okay. It seems to match up. Did you happen to make out any details? Was it human, dragonborn, tiefling?
If this was any care, if this actually, none of our party actually would fucking be able to handle this
See,
situation. Never mind.
Uchi wouldn't do this in real life, so like I don't. I can't imagine his character would either.
He's 2 months old, dude.
Yeah,
His
he's 2 months
character
old.
didn't make the connection that you stole something, and I don't think
I
he
think
knew that you were a thief originally either.
No, his dad wouldn't have told you.
Wait. I don't know that he stole before?
No, your dad just told you that, you know, he's one of the stable hands. I mean, they knew amongst themselves, but he wouldn't have told you. He would have just been, yeah, he's one of the helpers here or whatever, right? And you guys just became friends.
Did I actually, did I make the connection that he's the one that stole it?
Well, you saw the whole thing with the guy go up to him being like, are you gonna pay for that pistol?
Okay, I can assume then.
I thought you rolled an insight roll and failed.
Oh.
That was for before the actual talk happened. It would have been loud enough for
okay.
people.
Was I looking in Uchi's direction? Like, could he have like seen me?
You probably would have been looking towards the guy talking to you, holding onto your coat.
Not necessarily.
What do you tell him, Uchi?
Yeah, I think it was a Goliath screaming something about luchadors.
Yeah, that matches the description. Like, stop,
lock him up.
thief. I see you've grown about 4 feet. Convenient.
Uchi, if your character would do it, then it's fine.
No, I'm thinking of what would happen, because there's a balance of... I don't know. It's depending on things.
I feel like
I'll
your
say-
character would figure it out and then look at him and it's like, I can't tell you. He wouldn't ever say that it, like, he doesn't know. You're just like, I don't want to lie. Or something.
Sir,
I'll, like, up to my, like...
I'd like to
wherever he is
remind
on-
you that providing any false information is indeed a crime.
I'll be truthful here and say, wherever Jesse is on my chassis, I'll, like, put my hand there and go,
He was this high next to me.
Okay.
Would it be tall? Aren't you like a short little stumpy thing?
I'm like
You're a trash.
6'5".
He's an express-sized
Was you
trash can.
6'5"? Jesus.
I just picture.
Yeah, I've always
you look
imagined
like
you as being
bastard.
like 4'2",
That's what I
dude.
just think of it as.
I'm 6'5", but my legs are about 6 inches. I got
He,
no
uh,
legs.
Dude, how do you survive melee combat?
He
I
doesn't
got
do
no
it.
legs.
No
The
wonder
guy
you
pauses
just
for a
fucking- How do you
second.
move fast?
He says,
How do you move 30 feet?
did you see his race? Was he human, tiefling?
I saw brown hair.
Okay. Eyes, maybe age.
I give him like a robot shoulder shrug that's straight up, straight down.
Now you know this, so you're not exactly telling the truth here. I'd like you to
Yeah.
make a deception check, please.
Nat 1.
Here we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
What's your deception, friend?
Non-existent.
Oh, it's a 15.
Wow. A robot with charisma. Are you kidding me?
His check is a 15, so you made it.
Wow.
If a
I'm sorry,
robot could
Twitch, we
sweat,
made it.
if a
If
robot,
a
could
robot
sweat,
could sweat, dude.
I'll just stare it into.
He
his
writes a
eye
few
with
things
my-
down, and he goes, "Alright, sir. You're free to go. And we'll end the session there."
I'm so sorry,
Nice.
Twitch. We made it.
Fucking what, Andrew?
What?
What kind of what?
Masterclass, dude. I loved every second of that.
Dude, that was.
I thought that was one of the best thieverinos I've ever seen.
Dude, he actually got away with it. That's the
You have-
thing.
You
Kind
have
of.
broken my robotic small child heart.
Hey, Andrew,
man.
he's not having the talk with you though.
Okay,
When I
he
played a
doesn't
thief
actually
last
have-
time, he had a fucking talk with me about this shit.
Yeah, my character screamed at you.
What makes you think that this is over?
It will probably not be over when they get his description from everybody and piece together that he's Jesse because he's a thief that's been caught in this city.
We should never go back to Hillcrest, guys. Yeah.
You have to get out of Hillcrest before we never go back to Hillcrest.
This guy
God.
knows.
There's gonna be like, all the rumors are gonna spread throughout town.
There's a reason that I don't play thieves, dude.
Anyway, we're gonna end the session there. Players, I think you did great. Love the new character. The addition to the group has been fun. You've got a hook for Draken's big character quest, as well as some new,
Renault.
interesting developments involving some thievery going on. We'll see how those things pan out in next week's episode.
Don't forget about the big titty bitches. Stay tuned, Twitch.
There may be some. Yep. We'll see how many points have been put into
Big Kitty
persuasion
Cam
for.
streamers coming in
Zero.
hot. No
Zero.
Negative modifier.
So thanks, players. You did great. Audience, it's great to have you. All our supporters, biddies, and patrons and all. It's you guys are the reason we can do this. And we'll see you next time. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
So
Twitch.
for that last roll, I have 8 charisma, but I have proficiency in deception.
I was wondering
So-
why it was a +1.
It's just a +1.
Jesus, that was skin of your teeth.
What would have happened if you failed that roll?
He would have known that I was giving false
yeah.
information and was like, "Sir."
Sir.
And then he would have gotten Uchi's information and found out that he was fucking 2 months old, and then would have brought him back to the DeGronks.
Do we have a trash can
Oh,
for the
look
trash?
who's there at the DeGronks.
You changed, Andrew. You've changed.
I don't even know you anymore.
Jesse's
Dude.
changed, man.
Can we hear what other people were planning on doing when fucking if they're in Andrew's situation at the door with him at his hand on the
Oh, I
car?
would have pistol whipped the shit out of that guy, man.
I would have given it to him immediately. I would have been, "Oh, sorry, sir," given him the pistol and left.
I
He's
would
not
have
just
just.
gonna be like, okay, thanks. He's gonna call you a thief and then have you arrested.
He sighed like he didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to chase after.
Yeah,
him.
he's a
He
little
was
bitch,
like,
boy.
I would have done the fucking swab, pull out the pistol, put it in his hand. It's like, don't worry about it, and like hand him a gold and walk away.
he sighed and was like, "Sir, do you actually not want to pay for that?" That's like a huge sign of him going, "Don't fuck with me, dude."
Okay.
I just want to have a
Pistol-
normal Tuesday.
Pistol is in my coat and I'm walking for the door. It is very clear I'm trying to steal it.
Yeah, but he gave you an out. He gave you the.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't.
He
Yes,
gave
Yeah,
you the
yeah,
out.
he did. Yeah.
He
is
gave you an
giving
out,
you
Andrew. When he sighed and said, like, "Are you going to fucking purchase that pistol?" All you had to do was just like go with it and say like,
Oh, what pistol?
"No,
oh, this
I'm
pistol?
sorry, I was just
How
checking
did
it
this
out,"
get
and then like
here?
hand it back.
My goodness me, you know what? These sticky fingers. I guess I accidentally.
Y'all should
How-
have more like security on these pistols. They're just falling into my pockets.
I need to keep you around more
Oh,
often,
man.
make sure I don't accidentally
I
take
thought that
one.
was the dead end. I either committed or I just like was a bitch. So I just committed.
Well,
Is
if
that
you
what
get
it
rid
is?
of the pistol?
Classic case of what peer pressure does to a man.
Okay, I'm killing the
fact that
stream.
he even-
Peace out, stream.
By stream.